My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork. Spend public funds wisely and judiciously. Reject opulence. And never forget, your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. By thanking all of you for honoring us with your presence at this first dialogue on illegal mining.
Individual quality football. I still think, and this is my honest opinion, Medjuni said, yeah, Team Black Stars and Kasa, your team, no, yeah, but Accra, you know, say, I mean, yeah, they call such a tournament. We are said there. Yes, I mean, you bet me, I mean, Central African Republic, and then Ghana to from Nanga. I mean, yeah, cancer will be in Ghana, be she also Central African Republic. Saying, into Yasha 5, I mean, no, many to send ya down in Egypt, a boy. Now you say Egypt about 6 and a 5. Oh, I mean, yes, I'm saying, you're in Egypt about some time back. We have said some 6 or something. Yeah, Usha Egypt, Usha Senegal, Usha Nigeria, Usha Zambia, you know, Usha Morocco, Usha Tunisia. You know, when you meet such great team, now Burkina Faso is also there. You know, I mean, now some such goals are, then Otudako will be happy. Yes, boys na yade. Boys na yade, because then Oman qualify a young son and Quebec. It's a year bomb abasono yenye team ni ye. Oshe on the sheet in terms of coach ni Ejuma Waya. Me name the statistics, but I think Yaboba is saying 7 matches, right? Or 8. Yaboba saying 7 matches. That be in your last one, no, qualify, no. Say as you about 7 now, Papa na winning 6. And then about 8 no winning 7. Oh. Mumwame na mudi za yechi. You winning 6. Aha. And I'm say you draw 1 or so, and I'm say you lose 1 or so. So share statistics in the then Otuado is there. But the point is that Charlie. I have a me matra makwe I say Charlie. But you see, he has done well. Based on statistics, Otuado has done well. Anyhow you look at it. But so to that Kobe Kano Krepa say for taxes and some Kobo Black Stars on Bradia coach, you know. I just am the name because it's Otuado one idea about World Cup no. On penny say. Also on penny. But look, but Omsha statistics now he's done well. He's done well. But you can but your moment in share more opinions on Facebook. Brah, send me them. Me them Facebook. Gano Obia Hume. Fantastic. It's about Obia party mama yeshua one year the neko. Okaso penu ye the neko to add 1 year the neko. Me about your Facebook that share what can you say? What to ado. Coach or to ado. One na ode come Mexico, America, any Canada. And 2026 World Cup. And now unsusu no anka yetiminya a different culture. But then penifo say near what tree amana fear no. Entry so the boom. My man I mean what they qualifier. Let's give him the chance. Ube kukarama kofa Bruno me hey, mon frère makane no you fail you win. Otuado ko party mu de omo so mo mpɛ. But yentie na Ghana for so be kan on Otuado. You can join our Facebook now also watch me but ba now watch share my and I mean one come deeper you know and I mean one come the way the anim potoka se me friend preface but you see I any party yanka bibi so nkyere GF chairman eden Keto Kreku president yanka bibi nkyere say make us some time back Samia J I think Samia J took take over from Ali Jarana football informate my boy. But this Samia J guy, look, they feeling the cry any penalties. I'm a Samia J dear ball. Just say, well, yeah, Sabin penny for him, Quasia, Juma and crew to Newman. Samia J qualify him, ya call wake up. Yes, Yakofo Lily. Me bacho, Sa Benjamin Asarius, a Wahino. Nial Haji said, we are going to go. Equache ne Kano, has goalkeeper. Me bacho, I am warning you ahead. GF4 minimum ya bobati me ayo kroma emfa wo se crash no e de ya qualify ko World Cup na edru bra onu so beti menya ne so charge ne samba because he's kept so much a clean sheet mo be honu makofa goalkeeper foforo akwakoda pa onum ene akere mo Benjamin Asare ya ne de ne ko World Cup ano ne Benjamin Asare has keeper no me amum ye has ni ti Benjamin Asare one ye de wo Mamo nyama dwene se mo kwa kofana obi tia bruche sa de menim se obi tia bruche a ehunahuna mu I don't know ana obobo a obekom kura na 16th division meanwhile only pakore te Ghana about first division Accra100.5FM ye fa ne akofa 73rd division for they do my reward the tia bruche ti Michel goalkeeper na de wa kire se wonim ti I mean wa kire se wa bre obo num I mean he's the guy we are sending to the World Cup. Now, individual players be to say Kudus. That guy is a fantastic player. My who say former Manchester skipper. Oh, Cratchy and Hanumafu. Oh my God. Manchester in a Miami referee. My who say waka be afa aye Kudus ho. In terms of Obia Utimi keeping the dribble so fast. We share Juma waya. Just say, guy, wo boy Juma pa. Enye Owen. Oh, eti ayi wo so follow ball kakra. Ne oni ma na social media. Me brain na ma boa me. Oh, me go Facebook where some mo be. Why? Facebook for no mo me. Obroni ya na obo man you ya. No, I'm so no ye. Obo na you anase no ye captain you say. Rooney. Oh, Master Jai. What forget it? My who's a Google say I got myself. Rooney. Wayne Rooney. Yeah. That guy is a fantastic guy. Anna, but see, go be semenyo say no, a unpardonable. Oh, semenyo ubano, no brace. What's the 2 goals? A unpardonable. I'm just imagining, say, so about Bournemouth also. Say, Bournemouth, Anna, such a crucial match. Anna, such a crucial. What's that? No, what name will you? I understand, Semenyo, you are a fantastic player near the Bamesro. You are qualifying to Nase, and then maybe one more. You just 2 years, Yanka. But I beg you people, sir, petty, look, and rank a blaster bet match 15. Brazil ninya wa ono no masa. He doesn't care. 21-0 obesha, 20-0 obesha Brazil. Spain, France, Germany. Now you Germany in a World Cup. Almost say Brazil is it 7-1? And I'm a so the last I think last 2 World Cups or so. Almost say Brazil for is it 6-1 and 7-1. What I say? See obit Central African Republic. Now yensa Tom so let's use them to set record. Comoros foi, Sankro foi me unu bo ma bo we say but hadwene. And Ghana, even though we have qualified, please let's keep the momentum. We cannot afford to lose to Team Comoros. Tipate, send a word to GFA. Send a note to the Kwakasa. Yedi kind Benjamin Asare on one yede ko mo bia nko yes na ni Gambia ye nyini mfrim kofo bi mfra brechire ma. Na ayi Ghana 4 boys na omo from no. Ayi adena ye omo mu bi. Ebi won ma minim say ye mamu bubo bi dia de but Ghana local players no. Omo be 2-3 adena ye nya policy say foreign players 60%. Local players 40%. And I yen in the days of Abu Trika no in Egypt, right? Abu Trika, look, me trao gains Abu Trika nya football. Abu Trika or the onwani team Egypt for account baby. But not all your local player. It is at the end I said be I just say foreigners and foreigners, foreign team based players, and foreign based players, and your domo bono no mentiase. Look at Benjamin Asare, what he's doing now. Benjamin Asare, me so among what you know. And they are paying no crampo, but the guy has overshine. We in a year or two da akobeka. Any team managers na ya muti touch from a player above and player abon. Ube kom krom one a to ado. Ube kom na ya on crofo jina chire hey. Obi bekai, me na me GFA chairman you. Me player ni na we aba. Bia me na me GFA secretary. Me player ni o me ya GFA security man so den dia baba. Tini a set him no ne aboyen fonfram ne abafien guasem kwa. Mesramo. Now by God's grace we have qualified. Walk up na ye kono. E adomara kwa. Ye ana coach for no anya fe na mo one go project ne de bia Ghana ye share agise calculation. Muntimi meti akoma biem. You need time for calculation. Musia France amon shawam 3-1. Musia Germany no ma shawam 2-1. USA for the move on my page restrictions no. That's it. See I'm say multiple visa besu. Tiuko moko so be brombe. Do that. US no munya no one no mami. What do I say? Na mo chi Spain the omo munya de. Oh Ghana Blasters yebu Spain yebet ma shombe 5-1. Eh say. Wa hu obi odin sabe nkum kire aja fie kwan da. Ana ayi me feel Cristiano Ronaldo. Eti Portugal fonso. In fact, Ghana mfa team me person of World Cup Portugal. Because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Na ne Messi ne guys ne ye no. Yes yen chiro bibi kakra wa kwatia. Eti say Ghana free dem support Ghana. But say Ghana free World Cup which I don't praise be free. Cristiano Ronaldo in the Portugal second team. Because Charlie Messi mu ye 2-0 and ya fa World Cup and ba mu ni ball bon sen. Team Messi mun team Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you say? We've seen it all. Yeah, Groma, yet me shake up near the Messi. I didn't know. But whatever Cristiano Ronaldo wins, he must struggle and get it. What are you talking about? Yeah, me hear Messi for some about Facebook. Well, Messi. I am dollar fear. What joining? Messi for way. And I feel new love. I said, that's what they've been doing. But what I'm saying, okay, those times coaches be brave by any they couldn't perform because some say, more na penny way ni player ba. because onim so kobo World Cup ni bia per DMs ni ade no mbeche ana the biggest football platform wa foreign team bi betime hu player no wato no so shining kwan dia eti players na nim ball bonankasa no pate mesi Ghana wa hu na unkrasi nkrofo bobo o de konof na ko tachi man area ho ko to say so gakopa voter region ho baby Asante achim ho baby infante tadi chale boys the bobo no yeah ready achim fo abebre me bo achim de o say achim fo yenya de eti yen kra ya mo de okroma akufu ado wakoka bekan oh eti mesramo mon scout to nkrasi no na mfa place nimra latele lai CR7 for naba kawawa Abdul Rashid or CR7 more fire Loti Jones or Bernard Adechi or so to that you are correct. Oh yeah, that's me my boss how almost from under 17. I'm saying no, take you under 17. Was it 2 days ago now? But they back to school now. Tipa truck be where him. Now on content kolani elite. And I'm saying, oh, I should do it. Daddy, you should do what? And I'm saying, me, I can just use my tongue. Kind of flow. Hey, in Kwalani Gidio. Now, me tia go ye kitwa say, then Daddy do it. Now, I can't say me do it, and then I said, and I'm so let's forgive him. Oh, that's it. You see, abofro bi him send papa ngoni. Rasin to he. Was he keep labbing? Hey, I quite a Messi fan. Messi for the say, more records are here no more. Yamudi tum where and a fa a ballon d'or say. Ballon, look, even Arab for ballon d'or, Kramafa say. Ya fa proper a ballon d'or, Yasia for Arab dear. Now say Cristiano Ronaldo, 22 years of active service for Portugal. Ya Bonabaso. Fantastic player. Samuel Kofi. Or see home sense, Otuado. More fire. But Otuado there, I think for now he has done well. Let's all encourage him. Let's all encourage him. Now, mommy and fanning ko. Yefo Otuado nko. Bia, who knows? Or no bit my boy. Na Monsuna my imagine some America, Mumano. I'm warning you. Pate ayi kwamukwache. All those boys are my family who some mo Mexico amoma, mo America amoma, mo Canada amoma, mesra mo beba. Mo beba. Enunti na SBC mo ma me kobi na me hwa mo so. To make sure say they all come back. Enye so mo ma o. Pata kwa go do Canada. Wo so be head he work cantonment. Don't be agro. Hey, wake up wait, mo be di agro ma. Oh some wake up we. Ebesi Donald Trump adin. O de o kwa baba. Yes, Mexico war no. Donald Trump asase to aso. Ni hiani se obedru ho. So baba so my we ready nsem. What in a partake? O se ni hiani se obedru ho. So baba. So mo ma e we ready nsem. Very well. But party we dey ni anim ene no. Me bedin komo me pese me tese adwuma we free. Or anybody na kwesi or say because of selfishness of Ronaldo, that is why he can't win World Cup for Portugal. Yes. No dey me Ronaldo fan. But sometimes I think that Messi or opportunities be brave unlike Ronaldo. And honestly, I think I will not say he's so selfish, but there are times that Ronaldo is selfish. Unlike Messi. But you should also not forget, Ballon d'Or be Messi final. He had 2 pillars. Ronaldo Anyabi, Xavi, and that of Iniesta. Those times, Xavi, Iniesta, they were cooking it for Messi. He was stopping manya. Ronaldo no long range yen kwan ye jirem. What they say, you fight it, na you push it. So difference room. Yeah, difference room. Very well. Me anya dwuma we. Pate me anya dwuma we. let's do this job. You can join us on Facebook. Now also watch the but make us kai Ghana for say there's this final retirement notice, and all retirees, me pacho, some go home and allow the young ones to grow. Down on me beka sasem way efa agrico penin ba ko a owo honom eye director corporate strategy Mr. Mark Ewuaban opening kese mikura o final retirement notice. President Mahama Mayeti Asiye say on extend it will be bia wadwuma so wunya 60 years and I say who ateni aya o pension date no a eti minim what you are still doing there. There are so many people in Ghana, even in NDC, they can serve Ghana in the same capacity. Mementao, but this is just a tip of the iceberg. Maybe all the other government agencies and other government companies will be beyond the pensioners will call and allow the young to grow. Final retirement notice. Are you waiting there to swallow me? We wish to formally advise that you will be attaining the age of 60, on June 15th, 2025. 80 Papano Enya 60 years on the 15th of June 2025 based on Krataya senior staff of Griku Etroye. In accordance with Article 12 of the conditions of service for senior staff in the company, you will be due to compulsory retirement on that date. Accordingly, your service to the company will come to an end from June 15, 2025. So, why is it still there? Why is Mr. Mark Ewuaban still there? Minim say ni position as a but based on this letter, Sabreno, now or your director corporate strategy. I am told, sir, Obenya some sort of elevation or whatever. And Yame say, during the transition period, led by Chief Julius Debra on the side of the incoming government, one can say ma yemfa obia after 7th of December because on person we share yemam. Ama abekaya, eye NEIP boss, NEIP. Eric Ajay, Crown Podie, wakase staff ring na nkofie na obabe ye enema ye. Number sound reapply. Like house cleaning exercise. The other government agencies be on more after 7th of December, I'm fan crofo. And what the MPP no more yarn say, and the young friend before and this is for now, boy. Moment to move do machia said that your former Gumunya Juma, Obeko and this is for the Temantria, or my name Hancho, or Musugo Yam, Yenya Juma, 9 months in here, or to that who complain, I mean, Okruma. And it's because a Jumana is a Dema boys and girls are assume John Mahama, assume and this, no, yeah, they are not different people. The point is that Sabi, say, Oya Ghana in Kwabena Akwenya, but any Ghana near. Ne da hope face after 7th of December nyase fa no me ka ko wie say it's alleged say owura is a change na wo mu a ye form on the 7th of December no a ye see am for munya dwuma opese o form nyina egum because of his alleged association with MPP and this for no go ye dwuma bay am go ye dwuma bay and they be ameka na meka we kire CEOs of NDC CEOs of MPP say Mr. President no Munyi pressure in free so. Wow, I me yes obi atwe na no de ko John Dramani Mahama. President Mahama is only one person. He cannot take care of everybody. He is thinking of national problems, like giving us good roads or building good hospitals. Them can't say so. But it's factories. Or then the finance minister will give us fiscal policy. I remember Ghana have fiscal discipline. Now I'm a good shocks to our economy. You see, macro economy na John Dramani Mahama. So you should not expect President Mahama to micromanage the system again. And yes, sir, what is your use as a CEO? Sabi. And yes, sir, what is your use as a minister of state? Sabi. And yes, sir, what is your use as a mayor, a municipal chief executive, and a DC, and a NDC MP? Wow, it's the say, look, go to companies, government companies, and government agencies are new CEO. Aba when crofo gufie nya dwuma nye. En crofo na en company ma ban we. A company tia Dramahama. En crofo a company tia the NDC. They are working, and their own people have become a laughing stock. I am the voice for the voiceless. Me kasama man for no. When till you suma me ba Ghana. Me Bruno ni me din komo etimi tramo CEOs of NDC create opportunities for your people. Ebini say when I retire this is 10 years, they must go home. Let the young grow. Put your people there. Put your people there. Untimi can't tell so problem samasem. That mean kodi Yesu Kristo achi na heaven ba was all besiam yako heaven bi. What are you saying? What's up problem samasem mate? Di bronsamachi ebe na bronsama wini. Meme se me pe Yesu Kristo. Na Yesu Kristo wini. No wa promise me heaven ya. Wo se da bi wo mom na ese e do ko heaven. Na me di Yesu achi no. Meme ko obronsam jam. Meme ko hell. What be that? And that is what is happening in NDC now. That is happening in the government now. I know. No government has ever been able to employ all the people. I know. But I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, that there should be a deliberate plan of the government at post. There must be some sort of negotiation with the constituency and regional executives. There must be some policy of a sort internally to say, every CEO, based on your capacity, munfa enipa between 500 and say 2,000, compulsory. Create jobs for your people. Ghana sika, and then this is sika. It is our money. Gold no, gold. Diamond no, diamond. And Crawford, mono mutie painting kwa ni wo mutwa suo. Omanim hancho breye. Please take care of them. And ya fair maba power na mo kofa mo girlfriend bia what wo hayo baby ama na dwuma. Afena ya ye CEO na kai say na ni nua bi ete Bahamas or kofa na be ya dwuma. Time when kola ni ye campaign no, wo nua no ete Bahamas no se den. Your NDC Professional Forum. Papa no out here ready for the currency Sampiale. Omu free abrochire ba Ghana be ya dwuma bebre. I know said the government is taking care of some of them, but there are a lot of them who have gone back because there is no hope. And I'm saying that as voice for the voiceless that want you to win the next elections. Because of the good job you are doing, I have to put you on the right track. Sanu Kray will be anchored because we're a journalist of appointment. Mr. President, woman appointment, hallelujah. But I don't stress me can crunch anymore. And yes, you will lose. The same people are to win the elections. You can't neglect them. No. You can't. You can't. So no, you can't. You can't neglect them. Eti when the Miami president Miami mami kunu no din naba Miami nie na mitum papa fo masetum papa chief of staff fo me papa Calistus me papa chairman Sedun Ketia me papa Fifi Kweti all the squad matum fo me papa the complaints are becoming too much na MPs no so me papa munya na money conference executives more organizing meetings and say something to them. We be okra na nyeska kasempa bichira no. Kacha nsa fe ne yaba. O de montum say ni saying, this is the plan for you. I mean, let them feel some sense of hope. But oh yeah, they say why your MP o come on find about, so you don't care about the people. You become one times MPs, I'm telling you. Mabruna badin Jimmy. Omuni mnyansa ntimi tumu fubuntie. Debi sanu kure journalist for Romonka. What appointment? Make no crane natural here because it's better. say me kan okra no what time ne enso be boa odache say me twa nto akira na wa hunu me say me pawasem enso dache be haw wonti afutuo no pani a wonti afutuo ana winter krabua wonitie wa hina wonti afutuo ana sabi ne ntoma wade te enema bi e wo bedwam timuntie say afutuo take care of your people. And I'm not referring to President Mahama. President Mahama, what the Koswai Wajuma? Nobody should put pressure on you. You are one person. Leave President Mahama alone. Or no yen this for president. Or a Ghana for president. In the end, this is for Muntimin Casa change na President Mahama. Say ya to Abamane de MP before Chefangum. But I'm talking about the CEO Samunim boys at the grounds. I'm talking about MPs Samunim Nkrofo. MPs ni be bureaucrat, they have neglected their people. Munya say no. Na en chamesha sabu bomudin. Because you cannot put on a certain belligerent posture. Huh? Na say, can't be. MP no didn't say when they are 4 years, 8 years, near 12 the guy. Massa, the MP say, go and take care of the grassroots. They are your people. They are your source of power. Take care of the source of power so that you can always have power. Eh? A word to a wise is enough. Pate sa papa ne de okwan bia so eso free o na wedi 60 years they are eso free o June, July, August, September meya we free o minerals commission sana meya papa no amayi no obi a wo moa Mahama bia meyu obi a wo moa Mahama bia meyu. There are some people, they are still working. People like Horace Ankra, Horace Mia Yankra, former ambassador to China. And there are some people who are clearly, what you say, they were against the government. Most of the crew Mayanka said, Yabeka Mamatna power forever. Since Yabeka and not to Marco position, will tell you the truth. So that is it, party, but Nientia party and I'm a buyer. Aye on Galamsey. Na Galamsey eya dia imprempren e Ghana for pa National Anti-Illegal Mining Operation Secretariat NIMOS obi abedi adanse say so far under the leadership of Kenoboa Adwuma Ekoso Nansen Western Region one Bosu area the whole Galamsey community Wamdom radar etoso through the support of the Blue Water Guard and in Yama and some other intelligence on PK, they have raided the whole Galamsey community and making certain arrest prosecution koso. So far the Adwuma NIMOS airborne. I mean, some because saying kwadia and you teach them. But I say no. Na Nkrofo bepe on behind, but we are charging Kenoboa to be strong as he is. Na Yankasi during his term as leader of NIMOS and Itimiko Galamsey. I mean, what should you expect? You have a minister, your friend Ama Kofi Boa. What make a resolution, a firm decision, sir, based on your President Mahama Aka. Say obetu Galamsey aseno metu. And the last time one minister eye wo ye kire fa wo kwan omoko Galamsey ho agi ne on penasep look empanyifo kra so ton kodura in America. It was very vivid, clearly showed the inroads a minister for lands and natural resources they have made relative to Galamsey fight. The honorable Amakofi Boa, look, it's a fantastic guy. And me bomb man because such ministers they are rare. Ministers that are selfless, ministers that have the spirit of Nkrumah, there are very few guys. Over some George like this, he's a strong force to reckon with. The likes of Sami Jemfi, though he's not a minister, look, the guy is serious. It's like a Juma Sami Jemfi ball gold ball. Look, the guy, he's superb. obeti say Honorable Amakofi Buano. Omo no so our prayer should be say Honorable Amakofi Buan Koswan keeping the position. Now watimi to Galamsey I say, because as far as I am aware, I know there are other illegal groups, criminals. Tete Chirenya ya and Kieni Honorable Amakofi Bua no mufa campaign of a Galamsey Galamsey minister no munkosun ko to Galamsey. And yes, I can be framing country say, oh mama car, I should name my price. So they are buying my voice. Instead say, oh to the Akubaka no kreno, na makwaje car, ebia makwaje say 1 million Ghana cedis, na makama nwatum. Na enkrofo enum Galamsey hunsu ewu, na nanano mu misami ana. Mesi me Kristo ni wo twedian po nyankropon basa yadom o misami ana na chese moja hu sika ana medie awurade ma ne mpare me ewo Yesu Kristo tedema. So I rejected that nonsense. Eti such a person yana as a minister no yanko so amona baso ne yenhye ne cry. Eti when it comes to that fight pate minister mo yadwuma but pate ni etia me buy ne say if indeed, say President Mahama, I a crowd say Galamsey, like we have seen, and send Ghana Water Company, stability levels of some what Tesana and what high they say, about low, we are making gains in the fight against Galamsey. Now, Honorable Minister Amakofi Bua, fantastic minister, Yejuma, na Kanoboa, fantastic man, Yejuma. Pate? Ebenya nwanwa sa wote say say aban ni mu DC bi buase Galamsey nkoso a and I am putting all my conversations under or within the bracket of allegations. It is alleged because I am a microphone rope so imagine na sa me mo rope no man so imagine na ma kire mo say me ma bodam kurase wo me my bottom kurase. Ahimfo akronfo bi na atrase agege Galamsey sika na say ya say Galamsey mso a ahimfo akronfo no omani na awuo no yawo nananama ahimfo na oma frantuma atete chacha wo se meshe gold che meshe gold se wo fra gold ntuma. Galamsey and they call themselves kings and chiefs of our country. Because but the time is ripe. I can say Ghana from me. Yes, sorry, can you correct to me? It doesn't matter where it falls. I respect all the kings of our country. But Sebita Frache, Sasamne Toachima. Ekasi edwanetwa kanu krekere wo chene Sabita frache asemne to santia ekasi edwanetwa ne kanu krekere sante hene Sabita frache asemne to ogwa ekase edwanetwa ne kanu krekere ayi ogwa mahene ayi osabere makwasi atotoso mi sasemno edana relugwa ekase edwanetwa ne kanu krekere Nahiri, wherever it falls, His Royal Majesty the Yakongura, His Royal Majesty the Yana, His Royal Majesty Togwi Apede or Tosu Dunai, Togwi Siri, the Gamanche, Ekase, and Maburu sorry, na ye G mine. And when it's not about politics, because ye kum ye ho, but we don't know. You send your death warrant and ye NDC, ye MPP, and then Crofo A2. Yan kwa husika ana Ghana ya sign a death warrant say emre bi bedo nyina bewu eno bia kare no atum it is yetimanya president bi say John Mahama ni enya minister bi say Amakofi Bua na yenya Kenoboa ya wono ko turu nine mosui na say otu da ko bete say NDC fo bi aba power and I know say MP before no A2 Galamsey no ebi ma sada ko hye wonu anom wachi anya hom ne woska ene ye ka chem ha mo na mabawu acha na 2 years wo de tena ho e wo se Mahama kro mo appointment masa be sha na tu obi ante he me finance o ana Jimmy fo no a wo mo so ensua nyansa no enim se John Dramani Mahama e was certain vision no ebi mu di akiri Otuda akuma ka kire mo se metena konya we so a if indeed se metete bibia I will name and shame today me de mo kwa asante achem dwaso Pate hwene frɛ DC no ho no mame no nyi no ho ano Pate chale ma wani mra ha adwuma ne yɛ no we live show frɛ no den na so den komo exist aren masa be moja ne kosoro a yesterday why no achenkwa no Piotr Galamsey said in bremu nyina not radio suka news achenkwa me no bremu be bremu ya said etu dia Fred DC ko DC no frɛ no yɛntia me say Fred DC ni say it's alleged say who DC ya who was Santi Achem ono ya Santi Achem no fanaze dwaso wonom no mpatem no it's alleged so who e di Galamsey fo and pate me wo video wa it's alleged say DC you know etu nadmo panin bi ni police di panin bi eko gina o manamu e wa himfie ye baba sa video no patriotic journalists against Galamsey me say we have come to stay yen ye wura mu to make sure say we will get this information patriotic journalists against Galamsey patriotic journalists against Galamsey pajak patriotic journalists against Galamsey fire Kaish akomna ba ya beka no kura na chere to me hey Fred DC na wo hono no I mean how say eh no kura pa dia ene me ntwen John Mahama DC me jiwadi me come chere me mo biengu John Mahama ni aseda because John Mahama we one president na kuma no kura no minim de be se anya bio one of the finest leaders of the world Kabeka say bi bade bia na Donald Trump wafu to dey binjai me nya just Donald Trump private ma compare to Mahama man kan kwa multiple professor na buan group say Dr. Desmond Kofi Annan na niam ya no say but so unya no a let me show the document whilst you keep calling are you waiver fa near prospecting license no was no fato so mame me ba cho many apre me I'm saying say patriotic journalists against Galamsey which I am a member yen sem twerɛ fo yake ho abam say ya bɛboa ban no ne de akɔ Galamsey opa ma John Mahama kora nkɔ Galamsey ni bi meba bɛka eti batobra Facebook ne bɛhwɛ company no is Udin for now is under the bracket of allegation Udin Sokoro Investment Limited me mean since so who answer ma make me bolding Sokoro Investment Limited oje eye krata ya eda Facebook ya and bacho mu a mutie no ho mu follow me on Facebook na mo me nyina ye nje Ghana si wo because President Mahama no like oye nyansabo akwa ya mu ano wate mu ya mu ano mu ni ba bi so ye to Galamsey na DC bi kan no wa ban we mu a me pese I'm interested no mu kura wa ban we mu sin MPP for no mun kan tira me na ye din koma o ma frɛ one of the guys say nia oya mine ne pese o share one of the guys da bi o mu share ya bribe na mo ba bribe yen yaka die share mu a yaje die share mu kura na yaje because ye share mu a mo ba bribe o tu da ko say je 500,000 can be. But me I know I am born great. I know monies are ahead of me. It won't me for 1 million cedis. I'm say me $1 billion. That be but me and you see answer. Let's work with this. Almost say this prospecting license. And according to our investigations and the Sokoro Investment Limited, you have a right. Say you also come here. No matter you and until I mean Kensi Sudia say you are doing that. I am putting it under the bracket of allegations because I know the ethics that works with journalism. Me for one day, MSA, so many years of reputation. I'm not that kind of journalist. But yanjishemu eko wie say, mo makwa himfi onum, and yebeba video no, jaso onum, said this prospecting license. Meanwhile, all your prospecting license here, commencement date here 30th October 2012. Now just one person say John Mahama time anomje sa prospecting license yi that way. But Osha expiry date now 29th October 2014. So in any case, if say this document is anything to write home about her, your investigations about you pull the document which they say your prospecting license way you have breached it because I think but final 25th woman to sumami yes that's no. Oya criteria that's we are. You are 25 where a notice to remedy breach of prospecting license. 80 womusu siemu no we ana yedi remedy Dr. Kwabena remedy no twie den. Yedi siesi. Now Brabeka say notice is hereby given that you have breached the terms of your prospecting license as follows. Non-payment of outstanding annual mineral rights fees for Manso South prospecting license RI blah 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 for 2017 to 2025 of 47,250 cedis according to document. Please find attached the details of your indebtedness to the Minerals Commission in respect of the Manso South prospecting license. Now, even if this document is legit, why do you tell the people some are mining when this is prospecting license? What I know is that you can't recognize license. Would you recognize license na for your prospecting license? I stand for correction though. Ansah your mining lease. And who's that chairman won't to me as part of the count what the prospecting license mining. Prospecting is say who they share so many good day ni bi ana doc one about my doctorate GTech enyamohwe enyesa. Yeah, the street na street. Ose. DC you know what friend also want to make kasa. Me pese Ghana for this in didn't say. Me pese Ghana for who say. Eye as NDC DC Asante Achem Dwaso ho baby. Oh no for nothing. Lawyer Mame Safoa ya freno so me no one also want to make kasa. I want to put on record and all the DC sit up. My name is Nano Tudako. Sit up. I'm not here to joke. Maybe in kase ya brabi me nyi but my price is so. You need to have a lot of money to bribe me. Because my DNA it detests bribe. Me say obia corrupt. Hey, President Biaka so corrupt of what? Fiti Mahama Kofa Kufa. Nipa bia corrupt, but we are praying for a less corrupt society. Yes, who cruise to pardon corrupt. Because corruption does not only come in monetary terms. Sir, Ejuma Biaba. No, Bia qualify them the memory. It's corruption. And you cannot tell me say President Mahama Emma favors to some family, whatever. But we will support the president to succeed because we have a president in the person of John Mahama. He want the nation to succeed. And we help him. Your friend Amene say he should respond to this. Your friend Amene say, based on investigations, it's alleged say no two, and we are going to play the tape. Papa no she nad muatade ni police for no. Any him for ne kasa so mega lam say na omo ba be ye mine ba bi e me ye say party. O hwe omo mine we document na ensuom o. Ensuom ana sampampo say etia ye ba kwa mine no. And the what the mesasa brofonya mekasa kan mekasa and the water's name is. And the name of ensuo no river already one river for run and for man na me come phone so na me hwe ma de ke say so no river or wow so already one aka no. And okay, so let's show evidence. What is saying ayi but that video na ma me abro tie no am person to galam say I see, almost that the inclusive fund say I'm license. Look, me, Tama, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Eko, Sunyane, is it last 3 weeks or so? He called me, I was on the same flight with him, and I asked him, say, Honorable, was it Oba office, or ma one license in Po? Since 1989, or 88, to 2016, that is Rollins, AFRC, PNDC, Rollins, Democratic ATS, Kufo ATS, Atamels 4 years, Mahama 4 years. So far, license I'm giving you about, is it 99? Or so. I think less than 100. 2016 to 2017 to 2000 and Nana Kufado Oyetame. Nana Kufado Oyete. To 2024. 8 years pay of Nana Kufado. My license 2,151. So many years 50 AFRC, PNDC. Omo Penny Kufo 8 years. John I can't say Atamils 4 years. Mahama 1. So many years, no. My license less than 100. Nana Kufado ni MPP 4 buyer in just 8 years. My license 2,151. The same people, they have the temerity. Say John Mahama should declare state of emergency. Not Ghana for Ajinema Wiatum. When you do that, Jimmy. Any serious society will rise up and tell them, say, Jack, shut up. See, so been to a bad way for Yamu. And Yamu from Pom Boatim, Wamu Minister of Environment, Etrom Hokrata, said the head office of Galamsey, Jubilee House. Shut up, keep quiet. Niyama and Yansafon to a binefo. My name is Mr. Ansah. But now I'm passing about tape now, Sana. Mr. Okay, let's see. Hello, Mr. Ansah, also.
Me pacho, me ba me woso.
Jinasuma me won. Na ye mo tape kakra. Sa video, mama video bi ayi. Video bi a as ensuo aye twa wo bi afa. That is the only source of ensuo for can say Sancrophone or River Rewa no. Na say hono na mama dwen se mo ba koye galamse a otu da konka na ntum. Na say ye wo DC. Na say DC no kresa wo mom na wo convincing Crawford say be mining. Yeah, be mining. Why am I lining this? Just a bia from what you say 4 years no make no me di pete. And yes, I say dem ko to da ko min kasa bi mu. Anka maka man no to no aboa bone. E be ko no me si dan be miensa. But the truth is that me papa can say me kire me. Me papa sabi abra woni skampo otiti ni mawrem de bia meka na me ma me tonje bidie edo mo manyina ko school. No catch them say so ye boni bia anke bedi manim. Even though onye sika ma me de but we jamudie amame he's left integrity. I should work upon that integrity and leave same integrity for my children. But onim send you on wentimi anye no me otuda akontu no to me Joshua me baba beye. Why not niggas? Oh, he catch us here. Ya need na bekasa. Ma ya catch or he say na nkasa me pacho. Ma no he nkasa. Ya pa ne chow. Catch or he say. Catch us say me penadwin chile keke. Enya sa na ya kan bibi wa hanom a. Mesra mo blame yen. Because me I'm giving everybody me nim say yen chair so ni asem. Oh he no homaso. Mr. Ansah jina so ma me Ansah. Why? Ma me no he nkasa. Nana Yamu Hamu Kwaba, hi Accra100.5FM. And crying. Hello, Nana. Nana. Nana me pacho. Nana wakateno. Pate Sanfreno. Frohine. Galamsey several. I'm telling you, Ghana youth, yeah, who for? I'm telling you, the youth of this country, we are pharaohs. The youth of this country, I'm sorry, I don't want to say we are weaklings. I'm imagining the youth of Tunisia. I'm paying for I'm imagining what the youth will rise and do. Girl, I'm saying it's not about NDC, it's not about MPP, it's existential threats to livelihood. Oh, here is a name. Oh, here is one kasa. Eti Ghana for Sami Fire Obia Meblemumio. I am giving fair chance. Pate, when I friend.
In fact, Nana.
Yes.
I am one say I him for no surprise me and they really pa. As I say, story by any I've been saying DC nebe kasa lawyer Mame Safua. My friend no or say one ahim fufu bi meeting. And tinya de obetimi akasa. In fact, me srano for only 3 minutes.
Only 1 minute.
Or say only ye ntimi nkasa. Enti eno achi na me
NDC.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes. Enti eno achi na me ye madwen so okay. Mame mfrɛ Nana Kosa. Esan se ono ne ohene a owo ho no. Me frɛ Nana o se wontimi nkasa.
Nana so nkasa.
Ana me frɛ Nana ni Odukuro.
O frɛ Odukuro.
Odukuro na peke ya ye de no call a wo se won nkasa wakati. Ena nyame adom ya nya farmers no. Na
yes.
Odukuro no behind the scene no. O katre me say enye galamse na ekoso na ye mining. Ana me say okay.
Only o make sense say mining keke.
Aha kire ye mu. Eye mining ana galamse. Ansah issue ana enye.
But me dey say o say mining.
Yes.
Na maybe say o mining no. Na o do mining lease na kire me.
Na o dey na wo can say allegedly. Me person me dey adi.
That before now they can allegedly.
Na allegedly ana.
But say yeah investigations no. But let's save our station the stress. Let's save our station the stress. I know what I'm doing. For now, let's put them under the bracket of allegations and save the station the stress. But let's save the station the stress for me. We'll do for now.
Yeah, man, video no to.
I if a video no to. Me but a video we there. Somebody me join me Facebook anka
Baby galamsey for ne be ye adwuma no aye ni abra ye se aban mo waye no ensuo ye mu hu se etai hoyi ensuo we ne ye opom ha nyina ye num o ensuo no aye abura ena ya to wor keto bi afa ho eta fom ena ye num enye pipe ye ensuo aka nyina ni su tina o ha ni nyina o mo etu wo tifin no o mo dika se ne dada ye digu koko osukura ye nya enti ye se ensuo wen ana yennom eno so na galamsey fu abase omo ba abese no sese ensuo ban na se ensuo we se ya yennom ntin oman mepamcho mu nyina mo nsoro wa company fu aban pani fu amoka bi ewom mommoa ye ne asem ye mobo ye manketu wa bewu ye nsusu ye bewu ye pamcho mommoa ye medamase kasayaba Baby galamsey for ne be ye adwuma no aye ni abra ye se aban mo waye no ensuo ye mu hu se etai hoyi ensuo we ne ye opom ha nyina ye num o ensuo no aye abura ena ya to wor keto bi afa ho eta fom ena ye num enye pipe ye ensuo aka nyina ni su tina o ha ni nyina o mo etu wo tifin no o mo dika se ne dada ye digu koko osukura ye nya enti ye se ensuo wen ana yennom eno so na galamsey fu abase omo ba abese no sese ensuo ban na se ensuo we se ya yennom ntin oman mepamcho mu nyina mo nsoro wa company fu aban pani fu amoka bi ewom mommoa ye ne asem ye mobo ye manketu wa bewu ye nsusu ye bewu
na wo di ohokwa akwaye galamsey
are you that stupid?
Yeah, friend won so I say won kasa.
Jimmy, why would you all you see this kind of nonsense? What? We must rise and speak against this nonsense.
No,
I mean how? And so we know I can say I am pa say no cry. I have for most young people say so in so account.
Nana. I was saying my fee kesi muti.
Mad people.
This year dear was shocking me big time.
Mad people.
Big time. And what one? Only ahimfo na ya baako.
Na bi na omri ahimfo na baako say.
Na betre wona baby a wo ti ye say won suo be bra na betre mu nso a wo se won kasa.
Say na de na kwesa ahimfo no. Ana emri bi bedura. The youth to rise and ohene ye found toma ho
asa ahemfo no so mo feli e ba papa
the you to rise ohene ye found ho. If this is the way they will go with us, we will go with them.
Say mine no mo ye ense ye nsase bia ense ye nsuo bia odukro no na me de no to on kasa bi mu apupupu a waduane ko
odukro say mine no mo ye
na nya galamse na ense asase ense nsuo na me say ne ma me mfa wo nko na kire mo ma na wotu da ko de me ntimi nko kai no. In fact the conversation start here say ono de wontimi nkasa wo. In fact nana kosa no o chese ono de wontimi nkasa wo na empenifo o kasa empenifo be ha na bisa say why no money empenifo no and also se ade no pese obebo obi din na wo obi din attack exactly ye be ma ye be attack won kakra bi nti on your pese o tena like remaining peaceful.
Was it there's only one big man in Ghana?
Exactly.
Your friend John Mahama.
Asa.
So big man also na man adwuma so to galamse ase.
Yeah.
Na make that ase. Eti big man bia ni obi ba no so no big man a damn shit that big man.
Me mama say ohini a wuti krum na wama DC popotwa bi edi fear and panic a hye mu a chese ade ni kun wo so me nkasa
for now. But me na me se be se ko jam na usame ho. Me see allegation we dey also be so
no, you see, sometimes
say for now, let's put it under the bracket of allegation.
But the allegation
NDC for what by any say we will not allow anybody.
Exactly.
So be say John Mahama Juma.
Exactly.
Because to get a president like John Mahama is rare.
Yeah.
And then see.
Yeah.
It is yet man you bit say John Mahama. Now obetman Ghana year. We will all support him. After all, he has only 4 years.
Yeah. 4 years.
He has only 4 years. And you don't know the year say MP before I got him.
Oh yeah.
And you to that point teaching them. There been a bias is unless NDC for be a digger I'm saying come on to. Then I'm a stupid journalist. I'm a fully journalist. And I don't want to be a fully journalist.
Oh yeah.
So me person Crawford kai say abra na niema nko ye niema mu ye den
na otu ne kan ye
sorry kasai
exactly
me person ye did do me see be kai me after my death
yeah
me person obiya de cars do me drive be kai me me person eni pa kai say me kasa bo eni
na meeting ni
afa me ba to me ka tem say patriotic journalists against galamsey
yeah
yaso be bia ya hyase adwuma me de mo kwa hifie o meeting e course yanko ni nkoti so I'm saying yanko sorry kasai me person ye did do me see be kai me after my death me person
sometimes no one so feel say na ma ja tun ama so ama tu mi ka ta de say but in 24 say ano brebre ma abaye de to ye be sram so na no madaro ma one mo man fo no enkasa said ye be ya emfa wo ye bia emba ye to so e wo say day in day out bia no mine na no ene nananom enkita wodie ekoso wa no wa mine na no be ma nananom ahudie ekoso e wo fom saanso ena nananom so sometimes no one so feel say na ma ja tun ama so ama tu mi ka ta de say but in 24 say ano brebre ma abaye de to ye be sram so na no madaro ma one mo man fo no enkasa said ye be ya emfa ho ye bia emba ye to so e wo say day in day out bia no mine na no ene nananom enkita wodie ekoso wa no wa mine na no be ma nananom ahudie ekoso e wo fom saanso ena nananom so nananom e omuman fo na abutref wona ne kasa wo tiba ne ye adwuma no nananom afre so abaya ma ne tumi krata nti wo ya sometimes no one so feel say
Send an amateur to a man, so many to me that I say, but in 24 seconds, I'm not ready. The man, I buy it. The best from Sanano, Madame One, Moman for no Encasa. Said ye be ya, Elfa who live ya Emma. Yet also, I was said, day in, day out, piano. Mine, I know, and then Nanano, and get up with ye. A possible one. Mine, I know the man.
Say, I buy a man to me crata. But Miss Minim Saban we buy almost even one license. I buy we buy almost even one license. Minister and Casana catch me. And ya me crampo minister I'm a kanwa na say yi but almost say ya mom to me krata me nka say nya no kru mo nkyira me to me krata no ne osan ye keke na mo nkyira me ba bia yese mo nkotu mine no wo dia for now me nka say mo ye galam say I'm just interested as a social advocate and a journalist. Mo nkyira me I am the voice for the voiceless. Ghana my kasama for ni. Just show me. Eti me ma fro hene o hene so nkasa ma fre DC also a meeting ya fro dikru also nkasa very well ma yanko na ya ne owura nkansa nkasa o ye youth activist na onu me ma yenkyeremu yi hello nkansa
me gina so
na etesai
onyankopon na dom me ho ya papa
investigations are patriotic journalists against galamsey ye ni na minim say oben sa krono ni edikan ote ben ho ana free krono so na wan kasa no men now who edi bebre but relationship with sa man et say
me da wase nyame hira opa ni adwuma pa oye me free hopo me ye panimu a ho na me tepa po a me koko fu a me tintin nyina maye no ba bia o kan no ho ne da baby potin a o kan wasemi no ye frɛ ho mponwa wo Dwaso district e she Dwaso yafe
Asante Achem
South
Asante Achem South mponwa
me pacho ani baby a ye kan wasemi ye ho ye frɛ ho mponwa
me pacho ho DC ni din say
me pacho ye frɛ ne lawyer Mame Safoa.
Okay, so we are right with the DC we wanted to talk with. Okay.
Very well. No.
Me pacho that is the investigation say yeah but what there now your man for me who say in fact meeting me crack also ahimfie famisha say a serious issue mame some na nyina to say e bia na ya catch ya no
me da wase mira enene da me wura hopa o hwe ensema o kan nyina eye nokure na obehwe machine se na me no kasai ya ye park kakra bi o ha ma mrantie na edu occasion dia ombedi agroman kokra ehwe bie na obehwe machine se ndei egu park ne so a
ayi fa machines ne to so ya kwatwa machines ne da
mira na meeting ya o kan wase me eye nokure ye wo ho na information center ya announcement say this is say one omani beshia ewo nana himfie
why say
DC announcement ni information center see DC say one oman no ewo nkita ho ewo sa adwuma ya ebeba so nti yentwen no enti mekwa na me wokumase na me mbayi frɛ me dimlika bae say ne adie we be koso dia ma me metie na me nkyere maji ko me kokofu a me didi hu nyina ho ne wo ene e bae me ra ye betena fetena ye tena ye hu DC anim ye hu abrante bi a wo hye atade bi oso e nadmo ena abamu wa kakra bi oso ofri agrek ena police pani ba akoka ho ena abrante bi
abrante ne se dai erikopoku na suma no o de agrek fo bam
oso ofri agrek ne bae eja se ye de ye wo akura ye ni mo hwe nti ena ye no mu nyina akotena ase o mo kotena ase a do ye so e nadmo na se mo be kan se this is saying krata we free kran na aba na ontimi enka so mo mo nya adwuma nti ono de wasan se e free kran ne de wo so mo ya adwuma nti o mo ya adwuma enti me bi sa abrantie ne se enti krata ne ba ye no ena aban si baabi DC te no ye metu galam se ni entu one ne mma free fie ho a me panechon ka obesan ya me atu galamse woni fie ho oso no de ontimi nyia no anam so okay enti nkrata na we odi nkrata na mo se nanano mo nko a ene ebetimi de krata na show mo nsam to mo de krata na she nanansam ebi police pani a wote woni mpo so hu sakora ketu obi apagya fon ko sora o de beto fom
police ni no mpese mo betwa
oso mo obi ampagya
na video be ye twa ye bra ansa na yenya
oso mo obi ampagya fon nti agya ye nyina obi adan bi ahye ne botom obi ampa asem afi okasa wie ya de oso ya agriki ni se agriki fo se woni akiri mbra mehwe na se omo sei ensuo ni wie a koko na bembe ensuo no ebeka bi endi ekani koko ni sei wie a ye dua koko wa enye yie biem nti onu abe ema ye yakuafo no na mi san sabrante koko ya na yedidi ho enti wo be se koko na da be na be abebe ba na de mi fi odu ise na mawo enti katira mpanifo se ensuo we ya ni ensuo ba ko pe ni kata ni nyam ensuo ni amienu ba ko de for mine ana ba ko de orelewa sa contractor ya oba orelewa emu o siase wo ebra omampani nana kufu ado wo so no onu a siase wo hofri from yefire ko bi from antifi wa hunu nsuo ni nyina betwa mai se for mine ne de adane ateke enti aka orelewa ipe ana ja ye yusu ni kakra enti anu na sesia sa contractor kroye ya sanse ni nyina dia begumu a se be hempani machines egu ani China for odo ma begu ha China for ni ti ho se o mo ti ho no pa nyumra o mo nko bi mu
am China for nso aba ho
China for ni enan sesia me no ka sei obako China for no o ma be bobo nta bodan na de a tese menya so so mbeko bi
ya video bi a ye twa machines bi egu park bi so eno ne de new machines bi me ba cho over Facebook down
this machines ni nyina begu ye kura ho
ese yama o mutumi krata free jomahama ban mu
jomahama ban mu se omumbra na japoma ya se ya omumese o rele we nka ho Izo ba park no so park no ye bibia wo so
minister say on sign document in po
wo se efrin kran aba
ana di
krata nka mama ye nso ye hwe bi nanka ye mma ye kenkan ma ye van kyerem yeso nananko anana so krata na na pagya koso hwe mu di osi yo me manfo eye no kore eno an ye wie
na ya mo bi ahu bi
dabi nanane ne chiame ne nkrofo ne epagya ko wie mu hwe mu han efrin kran na banti galamsi
because your picking some intelligent am ya show one or two document be let's at a point crampo omo breachy omo press sporting license ya show ni nyina o ha ne ade menim se wate ho nsem a
miwura amedase ene ya na me chibie se mo show bibi na yen ete akura na ye be ye adwuma ne de yemfa ya ni hu krata ya wo kan ho asami eka ofidie so na nanko na pagya ko wiem hwem o se eno ano no ya kikiri ensa gu yaki me suma me baba ko se o kan kire MC se DC se de ekoso no yesra no omram kakra
otu ho na ma
krata ni frin kran to no de wonti minya ho hwe e wo so wasan ti wasan
DC no say
Dabi krata ni frin kran to no de oya ho hwe enye yie de baby e wo so wasan no wasan
okay o committee ni bintu buan ya investigations so sanchere say baby on betu galamsey no eda baby a oyerewa ensuo no ewo no anase wrong investigations
no kure ensuo ni mu na say o ma bekum odwan akum kraman a o ma dodo ensuo ni mu nyina
ya bekum odwan atwa kraman ho
o ma twa odwan atwa kraman o ma be yi musuo ewo ensuo ni mu nyina wie
ya be sase atu
ai maasi wo ho waye bobefuo ye friend koko yi bi wo ensuo ne ho okoko bi san se owura mi koko yi wo ba ne dan wo se ne koko no ama kwan ma ntua ka de a ensuo ne mu na me ba ya adwuma ti koko ne nyina be pro ita wo ba ton ya ton na mi ntua ka na me ba ya adwuma wo ensuo ne
owura no onim okay say my book company ne din let me see if I can mention it again but me person me body na me nim say the same company who asem na motia because company yeah investigation Sokoro Investment Limited. Is that right? The same company.
The same company na.
Okay, so then.
Na or the China for say why kura danye ye debim. Why ofian krofo a odom guka mu begu ha. Otenentena. Yesra ban we dey nkoto dwegu fom. Se koko ehun onfaso na wo to koko mu maye tu ne dia ni je Asia no me say galam say sem ya na ma meto abama omampani mahama because dia na ekoso no na haye wo ho na se ya to abama no omampani afi dia free baby sa bayan ya kan bo ma to abama wo ye koko ni nyina na ebe sai dia omampani ni
ekaza
ko to dwegu fom udi si woni ne nkasa mombra me stop sa adwuma we mayen
ekaza
ye ni beje yes slow mampani
ekaza
papa
kasa nde ya na ni DC ne be kasa o mampani kura woni time ye hwe DC no ampampa asesa na tia na je se waye di ye be forso me ye di masa ya ma metna no kanfun krofon so son krofon so because adwuma no kura binya bebre go akire eti say ya ma DC ya ma position na indeed say ye no kure assuming without admitting say you are aiding these evil people. There is no need for you to be a DC. So when you are there, afraid of my penny better as Otudako, me met my home, me met my inedi. We better say Jumanos, but maybe so, sir. Kramane, Ojano Mukocha was so. I am funny Kobe.
I am funny na Kahono Mukoisa Musuno.
That is an anomaly, as I say. Yen to Galam say Musuno.
Now, the Almaty as a 2 years for say, I cocoa ben soon. Yen Tom na adwuma mo beye no ensuo no ne aduro mo de beye no say anton kura na so mu yi fa ekoko ne ho a ekoko ne besei enti se besei kwade omu tu yen akuafo no fompo say yen toma China for
he no about how many years
me ba tell say
he no na nimfi ana why 16 years
nani afi o ye panimu pa
about how many years
oh means be 55 di obenya
eti ohin a wedding fish ya di onumnum sabi se ne aka no sa na ti a o se yes insuei monko no musuo ben ana mo nsuo bebre e won pono ho
papa sa o wel wai munsuo ya na oye ko hu ba bia hoye clean na wa tu amna na protect ni yie na eben wa kura no na motimi asa ho na bia kura no ba bi wa na twahia bia fie baye ennan baby efie miensa efie nsia na ye nkuru sasa DC yan na di na ti bon to awo ho nyina ne first time o de wini kase we area ho ene afi we
Gaza
mami papa
meet me nya hwe kura. There's one thing I can promise you, yeah, the nine was for beba ho he can't do anything. Want me nya foku, I'm telling you
me dase
we dia me ni jo mahama nwene ho me kasasa Ghana ni me no we show ya me freke no boa. I'll test my PRO of the Lands Ministry and I'll text the minister himself because me say minister and sign hwe ti so bi ka se waje krata free aban mu na se ampampa se krata ya sign say na DC ti bonkoso so ka se no kra na akosan a unyansa wai
papa nyasam kito koko a esansuo ne ho a o ma be to do nsuo no mo yi musuo nsuo no mo wi on be start adwan tete koko e wo nsuo no nya ma se a wale me baba waye kubefuo 6 acres eda nsuo no ho o ma ba se se wanton kubefuo na mo de a o mo be yi afa ho na ne kube ni se beso se nsuo mfa mo ho na nko a
na krono maburu ni mwana krono yutu nim
sese yutu no obia suro nti obia pen ba bia fenti de ne de won so no ho a ohwe a de omo ka no onti minya ho hwe no wakoton omususu afuo no eka baako a 10,000 Ghana cedis
ose Because I said, Doc, me no, but can brief answer na. I can't say na say dai.
Omususu afuo no eka baako a 10,000 Ghana cedis. No more the American phone.
Now when him gold do obetimanya wake up akum.
Abja. Na me bisa se ne koko hebe bia o man panyina to koko maduru. Na se okoton koko e ka ba kuma obi 10,000 Ghana cedis. O we koko ni ya woni season ni ba kwa wie no. Na sika wanya free koko mu. Na se ye se ni nyina wie no amko wie a. Udi 10,000 Ghana cedis ni wie a. Ubedi den biam na ade akọ.
Na Ghana for ni mu bi ye mo na ye otwe. Say Chinese ni timi free ni chrome ja. Oh God. China, they have one of the cleanest water bodies. Osha Chinese means so more who wenim. No ma jaw munso. Na yen Ghana for no ahemfo wom. Say omo ya ahemfo. Na ohene mom timi for dwan fa hwan kraman. Mom ko twa yi apaye se brabe se minso. Wo hene no. Okay, wo yo hene. Dem ntumbo.
Anya me uranya sam keto ade se ho ho no. Die. O man panini mula mu bi.
I am struggling to
o mo filo mo DC no fa ne nancy form na. Se ensuo no sei wie dia pra sei for my say aka we say ensuo bia ni ho biem.
Very well.
So bia ni ho biem na ko we pra adani ateche for my adani ateche aka we pe.
Ayi mo hwese mo betimanya PRO of Minerals Commission mamia they lie them me da senkansa na yema no asama on hwe Sokoro hwan company no on hwe mo system no mame so bia ma mo tumi kra hwan a and ebia obekomu ana ne krata no kra no Eliza oje wa banda dem na enwuye ana ebia na honom ne da bi ne yede to so no de awu yeah, investigation the enya any the ewu san come renew but I'm saying say for the other document we couldn't have access to abia na mining lease for munya wa bind them omo the yen sense nti
na the other two so na day
yeah and also document munya from 20
but what to do what
to prospecting
and anti prospect so because document na me hwe wo eti honom
me ba to me Owura Abam wa ha Owura Bashiru wa ha and Dr. Desmond Kofiana wa let me do that introduction but
yeah na because me share document na would they share with tifo no afefo no ba could be I don't know what it is but na
from 2012
and we are there no
for prospecting
prospecting
yes 2012 to 2014
okay so what prospecting na ewu a
all person say renew because we share the other 20 we say document back on say 25th also na document no
and here 25th be 2025
first document
25th September
I think say no criteria Minerals Commission actually so my breach bibi
because Mineral Commission
yes
according to minister you buy only issue and even one license crowd
that is true
and this will be document we say now we need to authenticate where that document is coming from but and the mechanism so be document be dated 2025 I'm saying 25th
read this document
I'm saying 25th September 2025
but I'll say notice to remedy breach of prospecting licenses so it means no we're breaching it's a way a remedy that is a renew sort of renewal and
content in it
but my main kind my main kind and I will wait my kind
it's
blame me share me WhatsApp
notice is hereby given
or say notice to remedy breach of prospecting license Sokoro Investment Limited PO Boss blah 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 Cantonment Accra notice is hereby given that you have breached the terms of your prospecting license as follows: 1. Non-payment of outstanding annual mineral rights fees for Manso South prospecting license that is amounting $47,250. Please find attach the details of your indebtedness to the Minerals Commission. Into the best free PR of Minerals Commission, in respect of the Manso South prospecting license for 2017 to 2025. That is even 2025 you are required to remedy the breach within 90 days from the date of this notice. Please take note that failure to remedy the breach within the same specified time, specified in this notice, will result in the suspension or termination of your prospecting license.
So this one is not giving prospecting.
So this one is not prospecting.
It's not giving.
Say nimpa no. Say
enya ade a obi.
Say nimpa no wa prospecting license.
Na expire.
Expire.
When your mining list.
We kind say prospecting license no ewu be renew. Say be why say untua ya. Nti say after notice when untua na be dey 98 so e be twam. So Oto they said the to record they said we nye a license to anybody to enter into the bush.
And number 2, simple sanka we license to enter. My license say in su abra honorable amakofi go say 100 meters policy no or no 1 kilometer.
Please, yes.
Exactly. So that is unfortunate.
Granted the person correct license.
It's unfortunate. Nana nkomo a wodi na me dire chi nyina na me ne particular ne ground no ye calls ni bi ni ade che say
Otu confirm district na me.
Asante
because as we speak me ne zone same.
That's why
to Jaso
Asante Achim south Asante Achim Jaso fa Jaso
because assemblyman crowd
this in the lawyer
Safua. Yeah.
Check the district mommy. From Minerals Commission. But check it DC you know mommy so that be yanko body.
Na me dey kakra bi na me kana major amanfo yi na omodi obunkomo na chese ya rehosem because me gina chiro nyina no na party na chese you say ne humeti because or more opportunity to come and even defend yourself as it is because you see no nkomo ye din na it's right say na wo can say alleged
yes
allegation na
yes
abeda ye pono so ayenso ya bo ekiri ahwe na ye hu say dwumedie ne sei na ekọ nti be yi wa ohu ano whether or not say dwumedie na yensa kana na whatever is happening there no ye no kure anase enye no kure na when your opportunity say na person will be you one. It means it's just a twitching so. Because it's either I know I don't know, or I'm aware I'm not aware. What you say, and then you leave the matter to a. But when you next say, sa a kuwe no nana enye kuketwa.
Debbie, not at all.
She say mampeni, you can. Me say you can imagine what he's going through as a president. Because a lot of effort ni resources here either to no esanke di ko she baby di ye bibi fufuro de bo man no we are investing all of these things into NIMOS into with the galamsey fight blue water guys and the kikeka ho na it's unthinkable say yeah pamu say yensuo no say mukura de mo yensuo ni bi no.
This is the lawyer Mami Safua.
Yes.
Ne checking in.
Yeah, lawyer Mami Safua.
Mo kra de. Mo nya kro no mo nya nsuo ni bi kra enkofo esu se omu nsuo nyina sei. Wo no nya nsuo ni bia. Wo se me de ama enkofo so mo ma mese no.
Yakotwe nwan o. Ene
ekotwe nwan ni nkraman se
ohene no ti wo se mese bi nsu. Na wa na chale.
Ai. Ye you problem ankasa.
Na ohene mu una wo be kase he. Ahia no mti me anyways.
Your problem ankasa. It's unfortunate. And I'm glad to say uni team no
patriotic journalists against Ghana. Exactly. And count no team. You nyina dey adwene ho. Me Alaska. The dog.
Alaska the dog.
Yeah, in fact, patriotic journalists against Ghana.
In fact, and nani tire nana e wo se e fa e kwan bia so
no fire.
Na you make sure say and your NIMOS or whatever it is say you betimi na ya because we share papa no on stress
yeah freak and boa and na gura ho na say say agro na area na wo dey me nwe show no
exactly it's unfortunate
me my assemblyman the number from no so mame also onu fa okay
nana the American say in fact I rehearse me ready I rehearse papa say abamu namusini o mampeni wo ni namusini a wo sa district ho na asem si abeto dwana
representing the president.
Utie crash no call meeting ni bia. Me kwa na nim so okoye. O say DC ni osuma no ba ni say ono de uso DC but ya say free bank si no so.
Otu one thing I mean can say I'm not going to hold brief for anybody. But as we speak, you see, team free. This you know. The spokesperson.
If they say it's alleged.
You know. Ama in common. Nekaye we.
No, Nekaye.
Aban.
Say your opportunity different. Yes, kasa. Enti nika na eden.
Aban. No too. Mami ka san church. This na ye kan ho asem no. Ya man opportunity no. Na ye na ye ntia no mo say. Oso onkasa. Na party.
I emphasis.
Party. One kasa oso onkasa.
Asa emphasis ni.
Enti onkasa ye be ndem biem. And I'm happy that you are using the word allege. With all this refusal to talk, no, but the district chief executive, I mean, this radio station is using the word allege.
Yeah, come and tell us to clear the air.
And Obika say, a Janet show Obeba. Abia, Ojana Yan Shin ye. It's Abia Shina. Obeba.
Professional journalist.
It's Nana. Yes, Ojana Shina. I
don't want Mahama to fail. You see, because I love him. Because he has good heart.
You see,
and
idea when you are there, President Mahama is committed in dealing with this issue. And you know, so we end this in now say then you have him to contend with. Because a idea essay. You see, and last is now to project and prospecting licenses. You more prospecting licenses, and in just could to go do.
And in the last, also say, Omufa or Heno Pidja, also Henry Pidja licenses in the course, or they cry about phone or say no correct. That document to that
Pidja course with the bar for
and they say the moment you should be also if it's true,
it's problematic.
No, because Mami Kasam Chiro, you see, issues of Galamsey, no, I say we don't have to deal with Galamsey as a civil matter. We have to use all the iron boots now, all your hands now, when you deal with Galamsey. Look at the effort of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. 9 months and Kaya the day, brah, dog. And Kaya the day. In fact, this 9 months, look, 5 pickups and an amount of 500,000 Ghana cedis. I mean, your pennies and fee, and in the minister. Eddie man 9 months, me pacho. Anka way, who call not original. Ain't mean talk furniture and math classes and
which is school that cry.
Sebi you. Ain't mean ain't take part of. I'm going to call Mahama Ken or Krana and Ken Boyana. So because of Galamsey, we are wasting all these resources. So if a district chief executive for her, now when you say when they cost what by and also, President Nakase was used to say Galamsey, anything called Galamsey must be out of our system. And allegedly, you are saying you will not talk about the matter. Look, you see, anywhere you are, excuse me to say, even if you are seated with the president of the country, you have the right when it comes to issues of Galamsey. Who will write and catch and say, hey, Mr. President, look, I'm going to Galamsey who wants him into my encounter who wants him. November I'll call my who wants him because it's of agent issue. Eddie Mon one kasa. Look, it's painful.
Yeah.
Bruh, and then let me share TV3. And before I went to work. Let me share TV3. I'm tongue contobre.
Yes.
Contobre for no.
Yes.
Almost contobre no. Market now cut down. Do you know what you are bringing to the market, woman? Ebi kura na contobre no. Mercury ni mo.
Yes.
But the fact that you catch me, I'm a say if you have ever and I say I'm what testing contobre and a mercury and amount of mercury won't mean to be and the market woman will suffer it. She started now more can 17 no. Matisse around cocoa farms one and around Abe farms right? And that is the only water source or our farmers on
farmers the whole town.
Thank you.
The whole town.
So if the whole town is benefiting from this water,
no? For man, according to Nianini Kasano, the same contractor in a contract within the past year. I say in Sweden, granted it is true. This is according to him, not us. And the same contractor now all sign about the only source of
water.
But contractor no impona abodam.
Nana.
Ana me
ba abodam. Oye wudi ni
no this contractor ni wudi dia wase abodam. Ana yɛmfa no sɛ aban mu mpanyimfoɔ no so yɛ wudi fo ase abɔdam.
Kromofo ne.
Kromofo no so abɔdam. Ɔhene no a wona woyɛ custodian of the land. Na wotimi fa kraman. Ɛfa dwan. Kotwa sɛ bɛsɛ mi nsu. Nia mi nsu bɛsɛ no. Ah, mama man for years.
Ɔma ya mamra men to me say.
It's unfortunate. And we tea assemblyman so.
We need to make us an abodam.
It's unfortunate say papa ne kra kasa no utimi so o say we kra ni omunsu akawo anayeza na no
oyerewa na utie so ni din kra
oyerewa
enti so no kra mo enyomobo
oyerewa to say enreda na say
enso ni din kra mo oyerewa na ukoye oyerewa say
Matt said, what do you do for Frato? See Joshua Ato, right? Who am I to Joshua?
Joshua, but Roman by made a meeting.
You Nana Joshua Nana or to Dako. That's on the lighter note. Matty, you see, this whole matter, no?
Yeah.
I still encourage Accra FM that follow this matter to the end. And saying what can say, you report this matter to Naimos. If Naimos is not listening to us today,
don't listen.
Fine.
I look at them.
Say if they're not listening to me as now, but you have a duty and a right, so we'll be reporting the matter. No, this is what. In fact, you have seen something. I go by that particular sayings of a former president, President Gufadu, that see something and say something. Now Accra FM has seen something. In fact, in order for us not to criminalize anything that is not criminal, let's make sure say you be reporting matter no to the rightful authorities no. Just like you were calling Minerals Commission, right?
Yes.
Now also acquired also very well. So once you get those information, I think we can come and sit down here and discuss it into matter.
Because I think it's a breaking story.
Because it's a breaking story.
Yes. Oh, mouse number.
Let's
follow mouse number. PR for
Yendi check a crap.
A chance at time now. Further and better particulars.
Yes, but yes, Abba, we must put a record. Say, that document now, that one was to inform a certain company.
And that was, I think, 20.
Yes, to inform them. Say, certain documents now are expired. So it's not a document. Almost you'll be on prospecting. No, not to talk of him going to do galamsey or mining anywhere. Okay. So if anybody is doing any mining anywhere with the issue, and Minister Nakacha said, "Oh man, mining lands is back." He said a point blank on air. Say Obia anti say Obia ma mining lands or the unfall lands is Bia Mobia say Koya mining wa. Ntina na krasi Obi Koya mining na. Send your party car and I'm using the words of party. Say Obi Koya mining na. And I hear galamsey. Which one do we refer as mining? Which one do we refer as galamsey?
Okay.
So once it is on the water bodies,
so let me put
it is something to say prohibited. Nobody supports issues of mine.
My producer there, Breme. Krona kasa ye imponoya. Asante Achim Fomanso. Asante Achim South. District capital near Jaso.
Okay.
Enti imponoya. Wo Asante Achim Fomanso. Asante Achim South. Hona pap mamani DC you know.
Okay.
Ana district capital near Jaso.
Party, I know what send the relevant information I may send you. So
yeah, we can also forward it to
yes. Authorities are able to relay the information
just to ascertain the truth. Sure.
As soon as possible. Now, Otio, prospecting lands, and then they create problems. Our last 8 years.
A long conversation there. Me try enough time espresso.
Mate, me come.
So that's it. Accra FM 100.5. Utudako nemidi. My entry humra na yeba. Yeshada ngumna enkeje still.
Hey, say the Makohu ewo Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me ho kra dwumi. Say enu nti no manya award wa. Eye world best. Obi an trance e ma dompem ya de ka say anase me boya
Accra100.5FM.
And so that's one of the advances that we have made. We started a geofencing policy where it makes it possible for us to know where every excavator is, so that if the excavator moves after where it was geofenced, then we can go and find out where did this excavator go and what is it doing where it has gone. And so that would help us. With regards to turbidity of the water, as the scientist said, it's just about, you can see physically with your eyes, what the turbidity of the water is. The thicker brown it is, the more coffee-like it is, the more polluted it is. The less it is, the less polluted it is. And so, like he said, we are scoring a few successes, especially on the Ankobra. I believe the minister chose the Ankobra to start because it flows through his constituency. And so there are some successes, but like he said, we still have the Pra, we have the Densu, we have the Birim, we have the Ofin and all of them. But that means that we must get more manpower. The Blue Water Guards have started work, and a lot of them are deployed on the Ankobra River. So far, we've recruited 1,000 of them. We pay them an allowance of, if you take away deductions and other taxes, of about 1,500 cedis a month. And so if we have 1,000 of them, and we pay about 1,500 a month, it means for a year, you're talking about roughly 18 million cedis. And that's for 1,000 of them. And so if we scale up, then it means that we need more money to employ more of them. But I endorse it because it gives them an alternative source of income. Because as they are fighting the pollution of our water bodies, they are also earning an income as a kind of alternative livelihood. And so that is something that we'll have to scale up. And so the Minister of Finance in doing the budget must make extra provision. We also have to start reclamation, because it's not enough to just stop them and drive them away and leave the land scarred the way it is. And so there are a few companies that have worked with the United Nations, and they have come up with some trees that help to regenerate the soil and can also take out toxins from the soil. If you've heard about the Green Sahelian Wall that the United Nations was sponsoring, some of the companies involved there have also come and tried those crops in areas that we want to reclaim. And they say that the tests are positive and they can work with us. But of course, we need to use these bulldozers and things we have recovered to level out the land before these vegetative, organisms are put in the land to be able to reclaim the land. So reclamation is one of the areas that we must look to. Happily, we should be able to get some support from green climate funds and a lot of these green funds to assist us in reclamation. But we must put our resources in first. The menace of illegal mining, and I've been trying to find out about best practice, and I found out that apparently we are not the only ones suffering. The high gold price is pushing a lot of people into gold, especially gold. gone into, and there's violence, people have died, all kinds of things are happening. So we might not be the only persons, but there are success stories we can learn from. Because if you look at Chile, for instance, they've been able to formalize 90% of their small-scale gold mining. It means 90%, they were in the same situation as us. But today, 90% of their small-scale mining is formalized. And they have control of it. They inspect, they make sure that they're doing the right thing. We can also achieve that. And so even though we're not alone facing that menace, I believe that we can use the best practices of Chile and others to also formalize our small-scale mining sector and make sure that we're able to take control of it. And that is part of what we tried to do when our colleagues died in the helicopter crash. We contacted the big mining companies. Some of them have concessions like 200 miles square. And they're not going to mine all of that concession today or tomorrow. There are some of the places they've explored and found that the gold content is so low that it's not really profitable for them to start mining. But for a small-scale mining company, because of their lower costs, they can mine it effectively, but they must do it responsibly. And so together with the big companies, we said, okay, let's start this cooperative mining, seed part of your concession, so that we can move the small-scale miners from where they are causing distraction onto your concessions. And then you can help us to monitor them and make sure that they are doing the right things. So that was what we were going to launch in Obuasi when the tragic accident happened. The first was Anglo Gold. Anglo Gold agreed, and they carved out a part of the concession. I'm happy to know that since then, Newmont have come on board and are going to assist with the cooperative mining. And some of the other bigger companies have agreed that they will carve out part of their concession so that we can move these illegal small-scale miners onto those places. And so we'll continue to do that. We also have the issue of geology and geological exploration. Currently, our mineral prospects have not been explored adequately. Happily, there's new technology generated by AI that allows those with the technology to partner with our geological survey department. And what they do is they shoot seismic from satellites, and they're able to map out exactly where a mineral prospect is. Currently, when our small-scale miners get a concession, they go and dig this place. There's not enough gold there. They leave it. They go and dig there. There's not enough gold. They leave it. They come and dig here. There's not enough gold. They dig here until they find something. By the time they find something and they're mining, they've dug all over the concession. Today, it's possible to precisely map out where the mineral prospect is. And that's part of what Gold Board is trying to do. That is their other responsibility. That is to give geological survey money together with their partners to shoot the seismic for Ghana and show where exactly the resources are. And based on that, do PPPs with Ghanaian mining companies that will mine that gold responsibly so that they don't go around just digging everywhere. So that's one of the things that Gold Board is going to introduce. And this fits into their track and trace system, which they are going to launch, because we cannot export gold to the European countries because of LBMA restrictions. And yet, if we introduce a track and trace system, we should not only be able to export to the Asian countries and the Middle East, we should be able to, once the gold has been tracked and it's known to have come from responsible sources, then we can export it into the LBMA countries. And that allows us to get a much higher price, for our gold than we currently have. And so Gold Board has to activate that other aspect. Aside from that, we're looking at best practices for small-scale mining, because small-scale mining is not restricted only to Africa or to Ghana. It is done even in the advanced countries. And so small-scale.
So, Anna, Dunia Bashir, Dr. Kofi Annan is still here. You heard the Public Account Committee fallout by President Mahama I'm making certain comments. I mean, so sad, esperaco. Say a microphone opportunity na. I mean, my member, me just seem free. Me abahona avi me the other side.
Me too. Me dasi. Minchia Bashiru and Minchia also. Na yamba wabaso for edumasuna udi mo maino. Membo Ghana man penis abaso. Or edumasuna kon di mo maino. Minchia T4. Now, recklessness with public funds must end. President Mahama. Otu, statement we a profound. Na every patriotic Ghanaian, so yeah, a mind bapa. Open money ye dia, and there. Still be a join this call your president and make no. Say year in, year out. Yet in some cost for public accounts committee. After say Auditor General, I yet the auditing of the various institutions, the MMDCs, district assemblies, agencies, all the institutions, ministries. Now, from time immemorial, I mean, Mr. Medi. Politics every year be a yet dream catastrophe any corner a cost for most of the institutions na cost for far too long obi anya wohwe nti obakaya yeba 2024 campaign one of the key pillars nti a Ghana for to Abanma NDC said your motoma any
but Facebook
the issue of accountability.
Okay.
Say ya ba ubia enam so ama mana hwe sika. Ubia enam so ama koni bia koso boni bia koso no. You make sure say the operation cover all loot. Sika no you make sure say you pay it back. If it is necessary to jail you, you be jail you. And you know, it is against this backdrop. Now, President Mahama and make it call say, no. Send them we are cost. Now, you to me call IMF. He said the President He said, you can get 3 billion. Meanwhile, for the general report now we share chronology dream across on cancer getting in it's over that amount.
That's right.
And more than that 3 billion na yakwa IMF. Say, yekajino. And for me say it is a call in the right direction. What best on support biano. I will describe you as a nation wrecker because sikebia francophone sase. I say as on mine yejine di yempuntunjuma. So for me I've been in support of that call. Now Oto me crowd mean same 2022 Auditor General's reports. Now, may refer you to some of something we are marking. Now, we special. Say, nimpa to me public servants and our politician. I be me nimpa ya me wadwuma it to me tena we hwe han me sasa dream we koso a. Na e asefem. Otuoko Auditor General's report 2022 oko page 13 na Ghana Armed Forces Ministry of Finance just give my agric ministry so supply some farm equipment na unu say Ghana Armed Forces ayo ye phone ade ha na mfanye di djuma otudako send this can call here no according to the General's report page 13 13 year unsupplied equipment. Let's say the Auditor General can say contrary to regulation 79 of the Public Financial Management Regulations 2019 LI 2378, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture did not supply farm machines and equipment totaling 601,000 for use by the 48 Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces. Omu tua sika we. This is 2022. Omu tua sika we to the finance ministry, to the agric ministry. Say, ye perform equipment. Aye di bedi djuma. 48 engineers regiment. Ye di be ye full ama sabio a mine nye bia den edi. Agric ministry edi sika no and say nyama no man supply. Auditor general recommended say sasika we say yemo ye den omu tua ne back be sin ne.
Ntia.
Omu ntia. Aban wo so aye den entu anamon. Na otira ko enya no nko Accra100.5FM. Say in some be your wa ha. We got the same page 13 no. You for oma 13 year on end pension. T. I said contract regulation 92 of the Public Financial Management Regulations 2019. Our review disclosed that the Controller and Accountant General's Department did not stop the payment of monthly pension to 59 deceased persons from the FAAB system, resulting in the payment of unearned pension totaling 393,315 Ghana cedis. Say, nkofobia na say yetwa pensions come omu 59 from 2022 from 2021 and we are up to 2022 we audit we no controlling at general department ntwi anyede and stop payment no aye trace as the boss names the boss names no sika no so be yi. The question is who went to the bank to cash out these monies? You trace any one now otudako
yeah we say
and when the President Mahama say sasika we yi afan kofo bi nsem because mo si nimpa na egu ye trace karama omo why na ekoye e kaka cash sika na bank. These are the people you must what look for. These are the people you must what investigate. These are the people we must make sure say they pay these monies. And you know, President Mahama, you see, who to me say, Wakacha say, a back accountability there. It doesn't matter whose us is God. So we end this in that sikafa wansa cry. You what? You account for it. And on why you be that? Obakaya yenua ba Victor Hammer. Yeso go wies ka. Yeso go wies ka. She dreamt or see one no say onya $1 million on fee politics mu. Just we back say wishful what thinking. She dreamt keke. Or should I say oh yes obenye say security on fee politics mu. President man e dismiss no. Ana won kai.
Okay pa.
Enti na penfo say there worry atisi achie nu. So catch a very cry. And for President Mahama to come out to make this bold statement, you know, me said the man is committed. Sir, on ya onka.
That's right.
President Mahama minimum on ya onka. Obey into the head. Okano. Now, yeah, sometimes a nigga create you. You man penibia, or so was so die. Yes, was so dying. Or say, only Niam Yakwapam. Say, Yami Bono, we need election now. Obesi, I saw it dying. I said, Niamidian. On one personal pledge with his God. Say, Yami, soon in the media meaning. Now, some man penny to Abama now. Yen him saw the one sick at the bed, a basis a cathedral. Ama Yamina Okano. Adichinya, ye de 58 million. You say I auditing by Scanabosa 97 million.
I know crying full scale auditing.
And you put your full scale auditing
97 million.
Ye dear Tramna, yes, I done a see you. I have bicycle dear Tramna, I'm none the what is see, I mean, say. Land no more year, Juman was no. Na ye wa judge for adan day esisi wo ye dwi sa adan ni na guye no mutu amna kase da wo se a be sin de ye fa blog crunch ye fom na sa sika we e sika se yaje ya you auditing wo ho aka che say sika no ya say ya gisa sika no it is part of in some president Mahama kanu say who bia wa na mo so sika afa won sase masa wona wo yo mampede de atwem kra ba de wo betua na oto na me kan bibia ba auditor general report do go page 15 na utumu say nyame bi wo ho a
body akoso
bona nyame bi utumu say ya papa ya utumu sometimes we say negligence and negligence nyame bi wo ho utumu say nipa crash amashada a grand scheme
ma to say former minister for health me wura oba ya Ansah na Okuboy ebai ajimamanu covid bremu na yinyina nim say edru no per dose $9
yes
and $10 na yakoto per dose am $19 na we know say you be say I was not thinking right which serious country so you go and tell Xi Jinping in China or Dr. Kim of North Korea
that be no go
recently the former minister of one of the former ministers of Agric China he's been sentenced to die.
Yes,
they are sentencing him to death.
Now when say Ansah no kan no say President Mahama anka that day no go fie because you fe be regime accountability and post regime accountability. Regime accountability ni say aban what so na won say wa appointees na wa appoint omo ye niam bia enkoso you na who hold them accountable. What you say niam na mo ye come and account to your stewardship. In the last 8 years ye hu bi omo di dream omo bokwa no kwa president ku fa dangasa babo ntin we be clear omo na say ya address of abaka che say school feeding sika e dey feed ye nuam wo basic schools grand people for buy some money chase sika no mo dey omo chendi covid scare will come answer me omo they share the money to their parliamentarians some for your campaign now the day of reckoning is coming. Ojo, on page 15 of Auditor General's report 2022 30 year salary payment to staff at private facilities. TO salary payment to staff at private what facilities. Also, we noted that 51 out of 60 we noted that 51 out of 60 health officers supposed to be posted to various Ghana health service facilities were rather posted by regional health directorates to work at 4 private hospitals and were paid a total salary of 1 million. Oh my Ghana. A total salary of 1,609,396 between October 2021 and August 2022. Michilim saying, say, a Western regional director. Say who posted for equal 60 staff, equal private government hospitals. Some Kedijman. You name the buyer, almost posted 51, almost 90% or 90-something% of the workers to private hospitals. Now God was into private hospitals. That private hospital not here, Jumano.
Yeah.
Obi near Accra100.5FM. No, Gadina kept your wall. Flags half house.
Yeah, that's
true. Yeah, that. Almost posted 51 private hospitals. Now, so I buy to your Maka from 2021 October to 2022 August. Over 1 million Ghana cedis. Emma Sanko for so mundi. Sa regional director no. Over here. Over to James Ade we oversight. We are regional director. Our Western region.
They oversight.
Oh, why is this oversight?
Bro, focus say na ka go like. Where they oversight?
Say your man nipa say post to omko government hospitals. Mistake aba. You first say mistake. We put some private hospitals. Then I say we you call them back or you let the private institutions here that should have been the practice. Now so regional director we hand you to for over a year before Ansah Auditor General who say way omo flag say yenji sika no fi omo beneficiaries omo sika no ko omo no ene regional director no be see nde ekufado na ba omo amba ho wa. So these are some of the things that President Mahama said no. I'm managing sika too much. This is to me plug all these loopholes are. You be sika dey aye e dey aye nyame bebre. Otu. Yeah, by ye, yeah, there are a lot of interventions. Aba, a Jumera project, yeah, budgeted 34.5 million. And then ya minia Erika J. One launch one body 10,000 businesses. Baby, so massing. I'm on Mr. Matthew Mushim, no more Fagana forward dream. And Gasasika way, our little general bossy. You want to be first at Jumera project moon. Yeah, by your no fee stress. About momo over 400 million. Say, yen your momo suku pomu. Baby, most of the people that drop it out. And when you admission now call university. Universities know a deadline. Say, you more admission now within a month or two weeks. So when you fees now part payment about 50%. University of Ghana body say we just 70%. So once men just 70% of your fees are what admission no you be revoke it. You will drop it out. And the President Mahama campaign of say no. Sanya me we know and most of your human resource now and some come university go share there no I'm drop it out. Enti me ba sa admission fees me ba me ye fi wo me ba me tua. Oba ya one tempo 2025 academic year number. Also previously 2024 academic year president go forward to metuamu. First year sininya President Mahama reimbursement we tuamu nyina. Ebi ponyanya as high as what 4,900. Na sasika dreamy akoso auditor general report they be yehu public account committee do. And can to me say adwuma we. Nansi ya na menim ne kodwe kwa kasa. I say almost every portal no for fresh applications na aba say tuam ebiem ye de mama care aba and no purposely fan the aba ni say there's some chronic diseases bi oho any impenifo aged omo fia ko anim once most of them no omo pension omo nyesika mfa nyam medicals na de any yare bi oho sabi ebo wa wo na wo sika san kra one shot over from President Mahama say as on man then the year you so sanko for your sin because obi nkasa yare Bobie by any pay there every time bia e sent to be san nimpa. That's right. President Mahama say yemfa foto bi nto na oye netu obi a yemfa so masin are dey ababo ade fen Mahama case na nkasa Mahama case no yentumi emphasize ke across what the general report me ngofo di ni kake yentumi fense mu NHIS ye buy no mo de ka 1.4 million
account 2 minutes now
na uko hospitals no NHIS card ni yenje President Mahama buy o sa to forcing mom 2.9 billion atu force mom says ka no we twese 1.4 million ka no mo de no ama sisi a NHS na jam na to public 100.5 and see what share their course especially in the last 8 years yenye fuel contamination boss you see fuel bi o ho na be afefre mu nti enye so yehu omo ton fuel ni be si nde omo accounting for that money PDS kanda koso National Cathedral omo de sika kotu amena bubu judges for adan eguye sade nyina what are we doing minister bako sika igo hu oni dem no oboso kra nyeye what are we doing and the President Mahama say any business as usual sisi ano he's meeting the relevant state agencies na ya ka etiabom na ya hwe kwa ya be fa so a ye ba just as ke free nkofo ma di dream abo man ko no na o say brother mama anytime ba kasa ba ye dialogue anate bibia no o ye biet just resource who say about the first time yeah economic dialogue na ye ba na inflation dam 23%. Yes, I dialogue bi ye jin nkofo adwin ye di bi kan ho ye di adwuma na economy na agya na so na cedi 17 cedis to the dollar. They say 12. A liter of petrol na 17 cedis. They say. And you know, once I bring my baby design so baby no, and them dig abu beno. Say the only 20 year 3 pounds. And you know, for me, it's a core. Like I say, every Ghanaian listen to me this afternoon. I saw support. Na baby bia manisik obia manisik agedi no ho obia nam ne nsa so mama na boka obia wajeje tax one fa ayede I saw remeti wan remeti I say yede yeje na odio maybe with page 16 of Auditor General's report no
also be we
me the manu see oko page 16 of Auditor General's report na oh asemu oh you have be unsupported payment say omo tiaska bia there are no documentation to show them this kind of year yeah I say we noted that the heads of finance and 5 health institutions paid a total amount, and we're now a new Ebrim government hospital, our Eastern region. Also, we noted that the heads of finance of 5 health institutions paid a total amount of 960,789.48 Ghana cedis on 58 payment vouchers for various activities without sufficient and appropriate supporting documents. 964 million. 964 million. 789.48. Say, almost all the cotton yama. And I say, Oma yes, some procurement be. Oma is maybe no more tia. Sikano, ama vendors. But doc you be say okay. What's what to the aqua supply a pens we station we ama office no. What you car?
100 billion is 1 trillion.
Yes. What you car? Document say to the aqua supply here juma no wa hina. Hey.
Trillions of trillions.
So on what basis? Na sa institution say to test Africa without any documentation.
Na receipt in here.
Auditor General say bibia ni wo.
I don't so can document no.
Ba mo so botia. Nti wutu we say obi na wahye da atnase no mo scheme so medicine no.
62 billion cedis cry transfer through GCB account to unknown source.
Obi enti ojo me bon tofa no de course no.
O say about the tofa.
De course no. National service.
Who dey see no?
There was a national service. There was a national signals bureau. There was a scholarship secretariat. No much just scholarship and cat here. If you have to that scholarship, if you are catch us a cafa, you never back, brand your mom. Your mom, your father, supporting the dependents. Now, your more scholarships are collaborative. Well, you know, Maddy and far by home. But MP abuse your more scholarship as a cafa, you know, my bra. Now we dey omu dependent time o musika na me ba ko maybe e kra no ya fa madam Portia
student honeymoon
ya see a man of scholarship so onko UK onko sia public health
according to the report
onko to public health
okay
na public health say ye bi Ghana how nti wo hwe adrepo e scholarship e chi no kra anka ne ade aye de yenye bi o ha no anase ni nwunde o le kwa ekosia
eno de yentimi implement but that should be ideal.
Yes
anka ne yenye wa ha no ekosia ba
but go public health ya mama no 16,000 pounds
Fenko.
You couldn't buy a man £12,000.
I couldn't the bed.
£16,000. Independence. You couldn't call it. I said, the Umbedio said, I don't know. £7,000.
Storybook Ben I can come.
Oh, me say, and then minimum documents about next time
general report.
Me say,
no, hold on. I have to say, and I will read.
Me say, report no. Scholarship secretary report no here. That am di baba. I want me to the last born. On man £5,000.
Kana.
You want say scholarship was na baba. Baba. Sa MP no owo oyinu.
Bien.
Kingsley. Is it a Boakwa South Zulu? No, I don't know. Yes. Yes. When say you're interrogating, Boba.
Very well. My media bands. Na.
Who do you bemo?
Media.
Aban. Who say who do you aban?
Asmini Aban.
Ah, okay. Because
I would me confused.
Abam. Na kujo Abam.
Fantini pa. Abam. Na Abam. Na kujo Abam.
Yes.
Nana.
Mami ko Bashiru.
Na woni omuka say obi a dependent na try say obi a enye obi nti a na ehye so onya no ontimi nya enti ya fa say in the situation a omude scholarship mama me no na ehye se na no kunu na mama ni ha onye aduane ndi onya bebe nda onya atade enhye enti esa aban no san bo sa aka no na mo san de sika foforo e de ma ne kunu no so na no kunu no so onya ne girls we are not the manage girls no.
You know your own definition.
Well, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Okay, no, £12,000 not yet.
Don't say no. You see, what they are saying is or then kunu aba mo dey na independent no anka ne ba no kora say you make say okay that's fine, yeah. Maybe ne ba no na independent ne ma me ni ho ne ma me go school nti enu nti omo fa ne ba no nya dependent omo ma ne sika kakra no fa nya ne mo 1212 you see ne ya me ya no kora ne say ma me no she's not a needy person. You see scholarship no, the main reason I scholarship schemes no is because we want to support the needy but brilliant people. Yeah. Sometimes the person may not be brilliant, but then the person is needy. Yeah, brilliant. Yes. But then we may need money to go to school. Into a scholarship scheme so that a boy. That is why His Excellency John Dramani government is saying, Cocoa for, of course, we are helping the government so much. You cocoa free abrabo mo actually say country we say call charity say everyone say because 50%. Because cocoa is one of the items and makers products are it generates a lot of funds at the money you. So that's why they are giving them that scholarship and they say cocoa farmers they are providing scholarship for your children. But they are needy people and important people in our city in our life. In the some providing sa and your money edema cocoa phone. And people sorry yeah among cocoa phone no more come or more appointment or more in a month no multi say 20,000 Ghana cedis in a month, 30,000 Ghana cedis in a month. Now too, boss mommy. Some of the CEOs of multi-media sika bebre. So how do you call this person a needy person? So we could provide school fees at the master in Kakrowe. Now I find you sing giant. Now accountability once time. You say His Excellency John Dramani is saying say Sasikana e fakukuomu e kofa kanana e kofa pokuasene e hacho e kuro e pocket munu. I say from now onward it must stop. That is why I'm happy. Say and say those people are there are supposed to be protecting and defending this country.
Fantastic president.
They are the people are omu kaiti. Nana me know what way. If you are a civil servant, you are supposed to be protecting and defending this country.
That's right.
With your blood and sweat.
More fire.
These are the same people almost sorry
almost chere politicians on how to steal and how to loot and how to create and share among each other.
Politicians also tear say no steal.
That's what I'm saying. Me back ho.
That's a we hear from so.
David.
As all yeah. Seven for me cow say we are on fashion but to my force. You could resist it and say I don't like it. But if you agree you are complicit.
Yes. Me no say, the accountant at the office no, onye politician.
Yeah.
You understand? The procurement officer no, onye politician.
Finance director, onye politician.
The financial director no, onye politician. Say Mr. Ameka. But there are those people accounts committee no more parliament and there are those people are in Shushumo say and now auditor general actually say they are the same people are almost sorry and a chrono they create loot and share. These are the people. When some people in government, not in government as politicians, some people are just say Ghana and be income. Some of them who are civil servants now, say be papa be any Ghana minor. Some people are seated there, they will create and loot and they will share among each other. I am happy with the way MP Mills, your friends, Honorable Mills.
Eva.
I think he's the Public Account Committee chairman also. No, I think she's the deputy.
She's the deputy.
Yeah,
she's the ranking.
Yes, she's the ranking.
Also fire.
Yes, also fire. You see, I am happy with the way I'm more.
So already an MPP.
MPP, yes.
Public account. They say opposition ahead.
Opposition ahead.
Okay.
So NDC
very well. I am happy with the way they are handling all these matters. No, David.
So this for the person that lady in fire.
Any lady no kwa even papa no kwa na oye in this ni. Yeah. He's putting it
because it has to do with money.
Check for me. The head of park should be opposition.
Yeah, it has always been.
Let's do the check.
Sorry.
Abena, yes. She's an MP who call Kumasi. She's an MP on that road.
The woman is also representing.
Abena say as a Etiwa East.
Yeah.
Or you know.
Oh, good.
Ufri mi ho achim si or you know.
Nana, me no can say. Look, before we left this country.
I say you two Ghana say who you know.
I say who you know, yes. Oh, when I was in Ghana say na sense. Inti me no can say. Before we left government in 2016. Na GIIF omode sika bi ato ho say
honorable Malika Kwaba
na sa kotoa no mu no about $270 million in a womb. Sinking fund about $500 million in a womb. Stabilization fund about $300 million in a womb. You know what? When the NPP came, and before they even came to power in 2017, no. President Akufo original so PB am so say, "Ye wo sika na so e come there. Ye tisika so na so come there." No we say na sa sika na president mama etimi aboabo no say yen fan to Ghana mpuntu embra no. E no say no de wan hu na ye tisika so na e come there. Ampa so na ye tisika so. But say na come there. Why am I saying that? The different Ansah. We have experienced the governance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Number one, His Excellency President Akufo-Addo's government 2 terms or D abaye. We have seen that this is water and this is Ansah. Nehi ne mood ye abaye bi ba. I say wo na si die esi ho. Yes sir, you find say we si die kodu lenten. Obeba no beto aso no waba wo si sa dan no wo ba wo de wo hu say dan ni si ho na inso say obeba wo hu modern atimi ato aso ade zinc ato so no wo ba na wo tu block ba ko na wo de akoton ade eche na wo tutu block ba ko na me na wo de akoton wo say dan wo tutu dan block so na wo tutu ba ko na wo de dan block factory. That is what NPP came and did to this country. Because that sinking fan no and somebody had the papa be my. Na wunim. accountability the same accountability as my cano. I'm buy sa sika na mbe hu ye no. Almost somebody go to damp. Hey, nana. Somebody go to damp. Almost one village, one damp. How is this possible at all, my God? And you see, sometimes.
So, but why is it not possible?
How is it possible? No, Nana, catch me.
For irrigation, do
you know the number of
project?
No, you don't say. So, okay, so one community, one dam, Korana, and can maybe
it will make sense.
It will make sense.
No, any community be here dam actually.
Exactly. So if you assess one community,
there are some communities put together, they can share
now
from
one catchment.
One catchment area involving several communities.
Maybe I'm free by say you can't count the number of villages. Dam. But they struggled and make sure that they used 250 million Ghana cedis to go and do dugouts. Now only be near me before crying and say, I'm a person watching how I come sin.
How do I think?
Say, oh no, you see, I did we are not almost say 1 day, 1 factor, say now 1 day, 1 factor, 1 day, one village, one damp, no, I could say, or catch a mujal say, now, hey, for now, somebody 250 Ghana, 250, 250,000, and they go to them. Now, Munim San and Amudi Sika to Sad Daghouse. This is one of the tips I'm saying that reckless spending and useless spending, it should not happen. And this is why I say that woman must be questioned.
No, but even with dugouts, some are to Mpunenya, there are evidence to effect say baby one my took namfa based on sending this scam issue. What about $12 million?
Yes.
I see a day quite look down.
Me ba ho na me ba ho, we dey me ba ho.
Ba me so mo si na.
Na me ba polo. We dey try.
Not there. Ba
so mo si. Na ne nche me sisu say. Say ma me no, your question no say. You knew that 250. In fact, any project you are going to do, you do feasibility studies.
Yes.
You do feasibility studies.
Yes. So if you did your feasibility studies,
after that you even do pilots.
Correct.
Before you don't.
If you did your feasibility studies, now we say, oh, so feasibility why but it's not
yeah.
What you simply tell the people of Ghana say, truly we promised it, but the fact of the matter is, Ghana that one you save the people of Ghana an amount of money.
That's right.
But Omushe new high 250 million Ghana cedis. Edi ko tutu omuna. Sisi a wo come krom wale bamboy. Dams in sa daga no omotunu. Insuo toyi kura no, insuo ngum. And even around those dugouts no kura no. Oh, I'm telling you, you can go there, you can visit them.
Dugout to honin su to by
Gumba to other patent and to me.
No.
Assassin no play land no kura so na action.
Me say insuo
rejecting soon
because to me I stand on my words. Let me tell you. Let me explain to you. Engum because
that bread masaba.
No.
I'm not been so tired.
Me say engum.
Also
me
rejecting soon.
Na who a high hill area.
Okay.
Na nsuo gu ha. Ebi stay na.
Yeah.
Ebegum.
If you have good, it's a very good so.
But
you understand? It's equivalent. It's equivalent to high hill area. Mokoye. Achechekura ukwa uhu ho. And they knew say Niomoye koye emboye, but they use our monies to go and do that thing.
45 go interview.
Okay. Me yes. Okay. Na me no can say they knew that. Or say I mean Abankano. National Cathedral. Now say we want to set a press go for the say on promising Yakobon. Na me who promising Yakobon na me no
be ready. Obo no be ready.
Na wo bo be me da me na me be ready. Say na wo pese be ready. Into be we ready. Na me so me be ready say me be ready. You say we should use our monies to go and do National Cathedral. $97 million.
Yes, judges for a dime hole.
And a coye
dreaming National Cathedral. You calculate it.
Yes, reckless spending. Now yetiha, and I see a code too damp. In fact, it was even President Mohammed's idea before he left office 2016.
2016.
When he says a Palugu damp, Palugu because whether we like it or not, upper is for Omodo Jenny Papa. Jenny Amudobi. Now Jenny Amudono, we have to just help them to expand production. Because I can say, by helping them to expand production, thank you. That we even started. Yes, chance you buy $12 million. Echo shares are the anymore. Dollars. Echo shares are the up to date. We are
Bashir, MBB's greatest achievement, and only about my achievement or not. The establishment of the
okay, yeah.
I don't think I'm better. Bashir will catch you. That's what the question was investment. Some God crazy work.
Good.
I
want to sit down our upper east. Say, Emboa amount for 90 omuntiminye in no be a quadro up to date. Okoha blocks no cra almost your modi 60 honor. 3 blocks near Koy Kuhuye. And no cry, you can't say a corner cuts like go. That is what NPP did when they were in power. Reckless spending.
Just canning you up.
They were creating, looting, and sharing among each other. No teachers they don't earn it among themselves, so they do it and spread it to the presidency for them to also get something to no their taffrey. That was what they were doing. Now, Ezen Bank. Yes, Ezen Bank, at least portrait farmers, on best on modo, and yoma, omofanies and your money now. Because I go for the sorry, what cut time to crack crowd door be brave, the command to me, so for God, bro, now to me, choir, or the crochet galam, so the continent to galam. Nene. On one side, won't me no. Yeah, one of their communicator almost say, "Won't me was so powerful saying Jimmy Canasa."
No, this year,
Won't me was so powerful saying Jimmy Canasa. Cover the sick idea. I'm going to check say Kwele Willie. I want pieces, members of parliament. I mean, parliamentary candidates. Yes, and I'm going to check from say Kwele Willie. Now, health insurance, Nana. Health insurance. That's why I was saying some civil servants are very wicked to the extent that. What do you mean? Who said private hospitals?
Civil servants fund there.
Yeah, private hospitals. Not private hospitals. Instead of say, "Wo, Nanawako Hospital," you are under the health insurance scheme. Wo card. Your card is not expired. Who call hospital now? Much a drama say, "Kokoto adronu." What the cost of Kokoto adronu so are? We Kokoto no more say, "I hire me draft for into Kokoto adronu." Who control don't we are or mobile instead of some may you sad donor film no more their side count and their my health insurance. So no crack and say look they want this public accounts committee area no any president American and say D chiri and make sure say anybody that is a corporate must pay for everything that we are spending.
Yeah, can't say
for those of you who love, in fact, your mic is off, who love MTN free after one, prepare for the upgraded experience, and that is MTN after one extra. With MTN free after one extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes to talk. Which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute, and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. NT my young for MTN my just dial *550 hashtag and Bills microcredit your number crowns and medum who dance here Copebisian 0596920833 0596920833 Pepa Chow and Yafina Kutusu Nehian Ghana card okwa ombeboa papa and collateral sembia enim deposit sembia enim ko na kwakwaje besia na faye wadwuma 0596920833 Bills microcredit omwa na eboa enkroma Tontina 74 mixture eboa etriti yadewa bebre typhoid fever kidney infection hepatitis B abnormal pain STD high blood pressure ulcer just ovarian cyst asthma HIV prostate enlargement chronic cough make a jaden na sickle cell anemia patient madrupa ni G number 0246073498 0246073498 and now call can she drag lena shops na kan ubetimi enya bi ma menkanfo snit one pensions amount enne anwumre misraw yedi enum no na ye kai se da chefa pempa bi hu hia enti ye kanfo snit amount snit die say omoa ana aboa ya fitim resanting gusu aboa en enti misrawa jiwo number na pay in Chemubi, send a bay also be to me and a good plan for your future. 0302 611 622 0302 611 622 from Cecilia. No man by share now on my team a good package amount. Now that's also quite homogene one yet Sansani. Mako surgical say menka wo say ayekuma so atasamanso ensase no eguho bubruja for residential buildings into person see adan honomu a na che say
how much do they range
okay me ba honum in terms of the size me boa size in 100 by 100 meters 200 by 200 meters and 200 by 100 meters but from what na onomu edi
10 meters a mistake no feet 10 meters.
Feet. Oh, okay. Meters. So it should be feet, of course. It's measured in feet. 200 by 100 feet.
Yes.
200 by 200 feet and 200 by 100 feet. Okay. But was a pa. We a businessman, so I make out say kwame kroma circle. Ubitimi enya office one na udi eduja 0244 314 310 0244 314 310. Village Health Cyber Clinic, a whole biako, all types of diseases. Now, them people want to say, oh, foul ya dem concern for me fee. And then, a Juma Power Mobile, food dear dance here. On new Fadama Bombay washing. Honumwa, Tibobe washing being Honumwa number 0272 019917 and 0244 626 590. Me patrol Uniania de Nache Fred number 0244 626 590. Up to date estate construction say menka will say assassin for assassin 30,000 you person turn outright near this one about 26,000 or 35,000 near this one so person tell them so at the same price you remember about 6 months good payment plan na would be 3 honum na this is go for rational and then my many ba ha me na ka me say me beto susu me share drive me many akotop protein be go assassin is the only one of the few things, if not the only thing that appreciates in value with the passage of time. The assassin dear, and then a Japanese assassin a Japanese. Assassin a Japanese. So invest in assassin. Me patrol mutual ubeti me and be shy house. Na auto assassin so 50 assassin kusiso biso de you meet me abwa 0531 228 238 0531 228 238 from Cecilia 0531 228 238 na ene wo enye hye ma menko honorable maleko na wiya maybe empty ne luckiest o adanse enso achro blue flame longer lasting condoms na Dr. Desmond Kofiana edi ho adanse ni bi ni but yeko na yenti honorable na yeni sanko
na o si the end
Utira.
Minti,
Blue Flames pleasure condoms.
Okay, bibi do.
Say Dr. Desmond Kofiana. Yeah. Osinana aya tijeho na boye. Dr. K. Na. O ba ka le modi. Dr. K da building. Bra, me ba ko se sia. Se munya ko twen ana.
Ngam twen.
O twen.
Nana. Yes, ma menche yetifo. Na menche wankasa. Na me say juma na ankasa me nuanu mi no motena ha no omo abo juma pa me ba na me ti omo pa nso omo ayade na de omo mpanyin se kan no in fact unim say ndra me man standing ovation just because aden enaskasi tembia Ghana as a nation we will lose this kind of amount every year. No one say you lose woeful sum of amount and so you lose we are Obia accounting for such an amount, which in fact a hard ring porto say share scar in fact as a result of sky yent me irregularities sky yent me accounting for from 2020 ecopim 2025 nana it's amounting to about 80 billion Ghana cedis. Maybe say who says Ghana cedis, yes, from the 5 years car yent me accounted for as a result of reckless expenditure. We share somewhere 2020. Irregularities are yent me accounted for amounted to 12.8 billion. And in 2021, no, a banner for say be a beba from kakra. But a beba from kakra in 2021, no, when you 17.5 billion. And a scar I say ayiro say de yentimi account ye nim BBF nso nkrofo a anka wo say omo protect scan no omo nanti free hwinsi omo 2022 Mikhail says scan 15.1 and already 2023 above from 8.8 billion 2023 above from 8.8 billion no na 2024 I shoot akọ 18.4 billion and 2023 18.4 billion. And see, you say,
but does it include, because Accra, was it the fiscal year 2023?
2023.
And you know that Bank of Ghana, about
60.60. This,
I know your part. And I sent transfer about 62 billion.
This is no. This account only for MMDCs.
Okay, we are MMDCs.
This is only for MMDCs. Oh, okay. Which is 2023 a year 8.8 billion, 8.79, which is 8.8. Okay. And then just the 2024 amounted to 18.41 billion. Okay. But question I say even your core a financial market say you pay bushia. Imagine bushia you cost 3 billion. $3 billion and almost spread it over 3 years at the Amaye. Now say $3 billion. Now even only a MMDs somewhere last year pay. Now ska omuntumi accounted for 18.41 billion.
And let's just say $3 billion would be around 45 billion. Or?
That's $3 billion. That's going to give about roughly about 300 and something. $3 billion will give about roughly 360. That's about 360.
Like 36 billion.
That's 30. No, that will be 360 billion.
That become 360 billion. So it's not $3 billion is times 12 of
yes,
your
it's times 12 of your currency.
So 3 10 30.
Yes.
So should we say
36 times? That will be 36 times 3, right?
Yes.
36 times 3. That's a lot. That's about 108. Right?
You must spend the answer.
Calculate here.
$3 billion.
Yes.
3 times your currency, which is 12 now.
Yes.
But let's do it 10. So 3 10 30. So it will be 30 billion.
30 billion. Okay.
10 cities.
Okay, that's fine. So granted. So that will be about 36.
I'm saying, alluding to your fact, say if say 30 billion. And why do we lose 80 billion?
80 within 5 years.
That's the point I'm making.
And even beside that, 30 billion, with the duration of 3 years. And the yearly be an omumaya one. Yearly be a omumaya one. Now, yearly be a omumaya one, no. Yen be say, who say, Sky, yes, say yearly crano, it's more than Scutia Yakwaji. Winner, His Excellency, Efioka Dabi. If that will be the case, dear, or more under their regime. Or more side we constantly, then we need to hold them to an account.
Unfortunately, your time was 24 minutes to wrap up.
Good.
I'm sorry.
I was saying you hold your to an account. Holding the to an account, and you have to pay for it. And to Ombe Triano, and Oka say, advisor to the president, so far as a law is concerned, that's Dr. Yeni, and then the Chief Justice. At the Obe Shiomu, then they look at the way forward because every day this thing cannot be happening day in, day out, day out. So we share account committee. Former health minister Menu Ajima Menu. When him say enona ye mu ba ko kan ye. Vaccine obi agene $8 no. What could you it was $8. What could you $10? Between 8 and 10.
Yes, I don't know kotono 19.
And between 8 and 10. Okojin the 19 man. Look at the difference about 11 cities.
He used middleman.
Even middleman, you have to spend over 100%. Meanwhile, there wasn't approval from
Russia
Parliament.
had indicated, say, they didn't want us to engage any middle people, even on their website.
And even, do you know, it didn't go through approval from Parliament. Meanwhile, Parliament has emergency approval, which can be done within an hour. Agency, which can be done within an hour or 3. It can be done.
Right.
But one to me, and we now. And to me, first say it is in the right direction if we start prosecuting such people.
Great.
And there's an evidence to that. Okay, me call you back. Okay, me call you for Hama. What's the name? Hama, the former deputy Victoria Hama, deputy minister for gender. Or see, the wish here. Obenya $1 million now I resigning from politics. The driver recording and the record he was sacked from office just because of that statement. Okay, into the ACC,
does not condone corruption.
I believe the ACC effective. Senator Mahama His Excellency, and take his step.
Many thanks,
Mr.
Malik. I'm grateful. But Jenny Rice and you did Brunei. Won't pay been to them. Say, the more about 20 years, I told girls who can do smart TV, a being a washing machine, brand new fridge. Hey! Now, on program, I'll come over. That is a boom, dear, that is all expenses paid trip to Dubai. Oko in power. The Mr. Fly Dubai with Jenny spreading smiles to make a foot Jenny Rice amount and a 4.2 kilogram bag. Kopevito kama pa ma yeka uko market Jenny Rice na it's very kobo. This year is going to be sweet one. I don't just feel it, I know it, like I do tell you, because the luckiest is in 3 is here, and I'm showing you how to grab a winning ticket. First, General Overseer of Mighty Chapel International at Kaswa CP Junction. As we celebrate your day, we ask for long life with good health. God bless you. From Rejoice, I and the Sunday school children. And finally, happy glorious birthday to Abdul Aziz Mourinho. As you celebrate your day, we ask for long life with good health for you as well. And this is from the family. And I vlogs meeting the Nana Utu Dako Desmond Kofi and enjoy me. Of course, what a Ora Abam Enka Sanso Anna Ote Bashiru Nka Ote Honorable Malik Nka Party producer me. Imana La Yinti we fly high, we flew high on Facebook. Me didn't know to that, like I said. Odifo, Akwaba.
Baba Joseph.
Manage, but me crash to save your time back.
Save for God and country. And the whole small man so sharp.
But me sorry, so my big country will move and say. Me didn't Nana Utu Dako. Ghana my customer for me. Nobody can intimidate me.
Oh,
I am saying this on authority. Be your own follow me journalism part. Go and start read about me. I don't want to blow my horns, but I'm an institution. And me, I refuse to be cowed into submission. So say for person but nobody should dare. Tana baby. In dreams, I'll be to make this in
and then a generation of Baba.
Very well. I'm out.
Thank you. Nice one.